Welcome back to the GRAEL podcast. I'm Joe.
I'm Michael.
And this week we have our newest Baltic neighbour with us, Tom Simpson. How you doing, mate? You okay?
All good, thank you.
Glad to have you with us. How you finding the Baltic? All good?
All good, yeah. It's been nice.
Yes, right. So how long have you been with us now then in the Baltic? You've been here for...
So this is my 6th week.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah, freshman.
Hard work getting set up around here, like, or...
It was the push to get it complete.
Yeah.
How long did you do, like, work on it for?
So we were meant to open up in January, then it got pushed back to March, then it was May, then it was June.
Sound.
So yeah, just a couple of little things that fell through.
But
inside.
you do everything in there, don't you? Like, it's got, am I right in thinking it's got, like, steam rooms and so on and shit
So
like
it's got a sauna in, cold plunge. Yeah, it's got a massage room. A girl does Reiki as well, Lauren.
Has it, yeah?
So we've got like 2 separate rooms for them. And then upstairs we've got the heated room, seating area for the cafe, and then we've got like a standard condition section downstairs as well.
Sound, no?
Yeah.
So you're doing... How many classes is happening there now a week? So what's going on?
There's a few. So we've got like kettlebell classes, Pilates classes, yoga classes. We've got men's upper body, strength conditioning classes. We've got women's glute classes, and then we've got meditation classes as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Something that I've seen, God's honest truth, is a lot of the breathing work with Joff.
Yeah.
How's that going? I know Joff personally, that's why I mentioned it, like,
Yeah.
going well.
Yeah, so Joff used to be with Apex in the old gym.
Okay.
And he left to get a job, but he's coming back.
Okay.
But he does like a breathwork shop in cold water every 2 weeks. So now we've got the facility for him.
Yeah.
Does breathwork upstairs and the cold water downstairs and stuff. So, but yeah, Joff's at the beginning of his journey with it all.
Yeah.
Because I think people are a lot more open to it now.
Yeah.
And like people go with whatever they've got going on, and after it, it just blows their heads off.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've done it all and all that type of thing.
Yeah. It's hard to understand someone who's never done any breathwork before when you say like it brings emotions up or certain things. It's just like, I'm just breathing. Do you know what I mean?
No, I get it. I've done plenty, to be fair.
But when you get into it, it's like stuff comes up and it's like, wow.
Because one of the lads used to work for me, he was all into, what's the famous fella who does it all?
Wim Hof.
Yeah.
That's what we call Joff. Wim Joff.
Wim Joff.
He's the local Wim Joff.
Yeah, because he used to proper into that, so he usually like do these breathing techniques, but I just could never get into it. But I'd love to try it, like proper, especially the cold water.
It's good with a guard, because they guard you through.
Yeah.
And I've done breathwork with loads of people, and like I say this all the time, Joff's the best.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying because he's part of the gym. Like Joff's breathwork is like...
He's put years into it, though, hasn't he? And
he's working with Wim Hof and stuff as well, yeah.
Yeah, he has. He's done a few. He was a bit of a boxer as well back in the day.
Yeah, Joff was pro. Joff had a few pro fights as well, yeah.
I went to watch him a few times. He's handy. He really is.
Yeah.
He's decent. He is
well, obviously, boxing.
Yeah.
That's where you started, didn't you?
You've got to have a flat nose to be in the gym.
So with your boxing career, though, you started when you were about 11.
11, yeah.
Talk me through it. Go on.
I was doing jiu-jitsu at the time, and like, just disliked jiu-jitsu. And my dad said to me, you can't leave till you get your black belt. I got my black belt when I was 11, and then it was my uncle Gary. He was like, he used to box, and he was like, you need to start boxing. And honestly, I feel like from the first session I went to the gym, I just fell in love with it.
What was your first gym? Where was
Stockbridge.
Was he?
Yeah. With Paul Walmsley and Kinney, So just fell in love with it.
It's quite common that I wanted to start with some sort of like jiu-jitsu or kickboxing or something like that, but then end up, because we sponsored Nick Ball.
Boss.
Obviously right at the beginning, right through, but that was he like basically kickboxing completed it type thing, you know what I mean? Won everything he could at the ages he did, and then just ended up in boxing. Now he's obviously, he is where he is.
He's flying.
He's doing well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He baffles me. He's unbelievable for the size, isn't he? To be fair to him, you watch him, just like...
Yeah. He's just an animal. An
absolute
animal, like.
Yeah. Always quality.
So you go from 11 and going onwards, you start fighting for national titles and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, I think I won my first national title when I was about 14.
Really, that?
Yeah. And then that was just it then.
Yeah, just cracking on right the way throughout. And you go all around the world doing that, or have you...
Yeah, I've been a few places, like, yeah.
It's
been good, yeah.
So what age did you finish that?
So it was about... I had like a year off, about a year or two off, like in my early 20s. And then I went back, went into the scene, got the semis in the senior ABAs, and then joined the military then. So I had to go through like a couple of years training in the military, and then like I had a few more in there, and then come up to turn pro, and obviously that didn't go to plan.
Decent. And what were you in the military again?
What
did you join the military? What did that like?
So I joined the Air Force to be a fireman.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, because I thought it was just going to be going to the gym all day and They say they call them volleyball players, don't they? Because there's no work to do. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't the case at all. It was a lie. It was a proper lie. They were lied to me.
Constant training all the time.
Constantly training all the time, yeah. Just like, it's just a mad admin job.
My father-in-law, he was a fireman at Liverpool Airport. Like the most boring job ever. Whereas what you probably thought it was going to be like, was. Because there was just never anything going on. So do a bit of training. As long as you pass your fitness test, you're going in just sitting about.
Literally.
That was it. But
total opposite for you.
Total opposite.
Yeah. Just constantly training.
It's because like they had like loads of competencies, and if it went wrong, you sort of like needed to fall back on someone who to blame. Yeah. So like you're constantly doing training, keep up to date with all different things. Do you know what I mean? Like, because nothing ever happens. Yeah. So if something did happen and we're not like trained, so like there's just so much training, and obviously the people make the job harder than it has to be as well. Yeah. It's like,
where were you based with that?
In London.
In London.
Yeah, in Northolt, in London, North London. Yeah. So, but the people made the job a lot harder than it had to be.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
What, as in the people up above you type thing?
Yeah, I suppose you think like when you go to the military, it's going to be like people in rank are going to like be, I don't know, have good models or like be good, like a good person, because they're in like in a position that's like got power, but like they're not.
No. What age are you at this point?
I was 23 when I signed up.
23, yeah.
Yeah.
That's young, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that young?
I needed it though, to be honest. Like before I joined up, like I was going nowhere. I had no job. I didn't know whether I wanted to box or not. Like that's when like I started to slide at the boxing, if I'm totally honest. It was before I joined up. Then once the box no more, I had no job. I was like just literally going nowhere in my life.
Just it's a bit like, wow,
just
what am I
literally
doing
I was
here?
getting out of bed 10 o'clock, going to the gym, like just going nowhere in my life.
And that's the thing from that first couple of minutes speaking to yourself, they all kind of link, isn't it? It is all sport, it's all physical, it is all that kind of one area of sport and physical is exactly what you've rounded up to do, isn't it? With Apex is all linking together. So to see you now do that PT inside of things after all of the other sport things, it kind of makes sense that you've wound up here, doesn't it? Because that's all you've known, isn't it?
Literally.
So you've never, that's always been a constant.
Yeah.
Just working out, training, that's always a constant
so
for you.
It sort of fell by default because I obviously left the military to turn pro because I just didn't like the military that much. Thought I've got to get out and got to do all I know, which is box. That's all I've ever done. So I thought I'll turn pro, and within like the first couple of weeks in my training camp, like I was just like, this is just, I can't be arsed. Really, the fire's not there no more.
Nah.
When I was younger, I was just like, used to love it, and then like the fire just went. Now obviously I knew the level of discipline that I needed to have for it. Yeah. So I was doing it, but the love wasn't there for it. Yeah. And then I manifested a couple, like, if you want to go into mindset stuff, I manifested another injury on top of my other injuries that he had. Then I remember just sitting in the car, just thinking like, I'm done. And like, what am I doing with my life? I was only PTing to fund money on the side, for the expenses for boxing. And then like, after the boxing career like went through, I only had about like 10 clients. I think I was working in Derby Lane gym. I had about 10 clients a week, and like I think I was vacant for like 2 months after, just thinking like, what am I doing with my life? Yeah.
And is that at the kind of the beginning of when this PT and thing starts becoming massive? Because over the past few years now, PTs have just blew up, haven't they?
So what year-wise, if I put this into like a time?
So that was, I left the military in 2019.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So just, what COVID period coming into it?
Just before COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
And then obviously you come out, you're thinking, right, shit, what am I going to do now? I've got and then we hit COVID and you're like, shit.
So that's when I built a gym in my mum and dad's garden.
Sound that.
Yeah.
It is right. So what, people were coming to you and just boss that?
Oh, yeah. So you do it all yourself as well, building it? You know what you're doing with the joinery kind of things?
My uncle, Arthur, he helped me set up the frame, and then like I just more or less built it,
Did you?
Pounded it all out, insulated it, got me mate's not even a spark, he's a plumber. He come round and done the lecky for me too. All favours. Yeah.
So then, obviously with that takes off in lockdown?
Not really, no.
No?
Just
like, because I'd only been out a year. Like, you had to be 3 years self-employed, didn't you? So like I was only like self-employed a year, so I just lost me like the little bit of income that I did at that time, it was gone. Yeah. But then like I really got it, probably go back to like the 2 months start, like where I was like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. That's where I got introduced into, well, like I knew Scano previously, but then Scano introduced me like into mindset stuff.
Okay.
And then it's just where I started to like thought, I just like switch my perspective and just thought, okay, I'm going to focus on this person's training. It's always what I've known. I've always loved being in a gym. Always loved training. I'm just going to like put all my eggs into the basket and just give that like same level of discipline that I did with boxing. I'm just going to put it onto this now. And just went deep into my self-development journey. And even when lockdown happened, every morning I'd wake up and I was like, it's okay, I'm going to find a way. It's okay, I'm going to find a way.
So for you leaving there when you've left the area?
No.
So if you don't mind me asking, how did that sort of come to the end? Would you just like, in your head, I just want out type thing, or?
Yeah, so the RDF was the first time like I ever really struggled with my mental health. At the time I didn't know.
Okay.
So like I passed out to phase 2, so you do phase 1 basic training, phase 2 you're specialist training, so I passed out my phase 2 and I moved to London and I was only there a month and I come home my first weekend off I think, and my brother-in-law's got motorbikes and he was like, do you want to come out on a motorbike? And I was like, yeah. So I went out on the motorbike, come off the motorbike anyway, snapped my ACJ ligaments in my shoulder. Oof. So my full shoulder just like dropped down.
Yeah.
And like, again, go from like an elite athlete majority of my life and always training, always in the gym. I couldn't even like, my arm was stuck there. I couldn't sit up out of bed, I couldn't brush my teeth. Like it was a nightmare. And that's where I just like started to suffer.
Okay.
And I didn't know. That was always been my coping mechanism, was going to the gym, ever feeling stressed, going to the gym, things on my mind, go to the gym.
Yeah.
And that was took away from me. And then in the military, because as soon as my arm could get better, like a little bit better, I could start to run.
You do something stupid.
So I was in like the on lunchtime, because I was downgraded because I was on crew. Obviously couldn't be on crew as a fireman. So on lunchtime I'm in the section gym doing sprints because I just needed to get something in. And then like the crew sergeant was like, he's blagging us. Do you know what I mean? He's blagging us. Because obviously they were all just like not like that, like I am.
Yeah.
And I'm doing sprints at dinner time, meant to be injured, and he's just like, oh, like he's blagging us. So then they just started making my life even worse. Put me on shit jobs, just like there was just loads going on, and it just got worse and worse. But then when I'm looking back now, I just manifested so much more because of my state of my mind.
Yeah.
Everything was a glass half empty. Everything was a grey day. Do you know what I mean? It's like constantly in my own mind, just like role playing thoughts. If he says this, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just completely manifested, like more things going out of control.
Do you think that's probably where you kind of grow up there? Do you think you learn a lot there on the spot? You kind of down south on your own in a way?
Yeah.
Like,
or looking back, you like, I've learned a lot from that now, which helps me now. Because back then you're just like, I don't know what's going on type thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what's going on in my head. I'm just trying to crack on, get through it.
Yeah. And
it's not till you look back, are you a bit like, now I understand.
It was like a crash course in life for me.
Good point there.
Yeah. And I needed it because it broke me out the bubble of like being stagnant in the city. Yeah. I suppose it made me appreciate the city so much more as well, because it was always like, I want to get away from Liverpool, it's shit here. Yeah. And you get away somewhere like London and it's like, actually it's not.
Eye-opener.
It's not.
That's the thing as well. It's like I'm probably one of those people. I'd love to move away and stuff like that, but maybe it's just a case of it's me who needs to fix me before I go away and probably leave what I'm probably hating here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that may be something like, do you think similar? I want to get away, but it's in your head what you need to fix. You're not getting away from it, it's just going with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I've learned the most from branching out, and whenever you've travelled and kind of left to your own devices, I think that's where you are tested, you know what I mean? Your character's tested. But for me, listening to you there, I think something that's such a privilege already is a lot of your so-called coping mechanisms are just natural to you, aren't they? A lot of the gym and stuff like that, which we advise people to do now if you are struggling with mental health or anything. You just talk to them like water. That's your childhood, isn't it? So to be able to do that and then learn it along the way is a brilliant recipe, isn't it, for where we're at now with Apex and stuff like that, because all them lessons you've learned in the younger years, to be able to teach them lessons now is absolutely priceless, isn't it? But sadly, you've got to go through that to be able to pass anything on, haven't you? And
when did you realise like you were actually physically going through something?
So I actually didn't realise at all in the military. I had no idea. And then over lockdown, it was the first lockdown, so it was the second lockdown, I built the gym in a garden, but over the first lockdown, through overtraining, so for the operation, they basically drilled a hole in my collarbone, put artificial ligaments in it, and put a screw in.
So you got a screw in now?
Yeah, but I snapped that in lockdown. From
Probably them kettlebells are swinging there.
From overtraining, snapped it.
Doesn't surprise me that.
Literally, so I snapped it from.
I seen you the other day moving a 44. I think,
I know.
I'm only about 70, 80, throwing me that and that,
yeah.
That was what it was, to pop it right back out.
It was just through, I think, just through maybe so much punching as well when it's pro.
Yeah.
Like the amount of like pressure that's going through when you put the impact when you're punching so much. They don't really punch as much anymore. But it went over lockdown, the first lockdown. And it's where they started recognising symptoms coming back up.
Okay.
Twitch started coming to my eye, dead restless, couldn't sleep, stressed, like all the panic attacks, my breath and started going again. Yeah. So I started to realise like all these symptoms are coming back again. And realised the only thing that I've took away is the training. Yeah. And I was like, same thing when I was in the military. So like, I suppose now, like what you were saying before, like I'm so grateful for like all them difficult times in my past, because they have given me the knowledge and experience now and put me on my path and journey to learn so much to create Apex. Yeah. That's why I've gone so deep into the mindset stuff now, because like I've been that person who's a glass half empty. Yeah. I've been him shit this shit moaning all the time about everything. Do you know what I mean? That just gets you nowhere. That's just obviously manifesting more negative things. 100%. Like there's a quote from like Tony Robbins, and I say it all the time, it's a belter. He's like, if you look around the room looking for red, look around, you'll find it. If you look around, look for yellow, you'll find it. But positive and negative things, the exact same thing. If you've got your negative lenses on all the time and you're looking for them negative things, guess what? You're going to find them. But like being grateful and positive things, they're the same thing too. But I used to be that person. So that's why I've gone so deep into this journey now. Just wanting to like, so committed to improving my own mindset. Because I understand that the deeper I go in myself, the more I can facilitate and help other people. And that's just why the community in the gym now is just like, it's special. Yeah. Because everyone's just on this mission now where everyone's supporting each other. There's no egos, there's no like people jangling or talking behind anyone's back. Everyone's just like a family in there.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That's what you need and that's what you want, isn't it? It definitely isn't to have that on our doorstep. It's such a privilege.
No, it's amazing.
It is. It's boss to have something like that opening up around here, because we haven't for a minute.
No, not
at
all.
Nothing like yourself, is there? There really isn't. And it is that mindset. The classes and stuff like that we can learn, but that mindset to be able to have you at the forefront of that is absolutely priceless. It is. I think for me though, when you look at what you're doing there already in your early 20s, you're not really doing anything majorly wrong to wound up and feel like that. You're not. You're doing the right things, you're putting yourself there, you're putting yourself out, you're doing this and doing that, and ultimately you end up feeling like this. And that's the thing I think that always caught me off guard. These emotions and these thoughts and these dealings just come and get you in your early 20s or your mid 20s. Like,
when you don't expect it.
How do I deal with this? You know what I mean? That's what I was saying to you before. I think my mum doing psychology definitely helped me. Yeah. But I genuinely don't know what I'd do if I didn't have that support around me. Obviously, you'd kind of figure something out, but it is hard. It must be really, really hard for the likes of yourself and other people who've never felt these thoughts or feelings before.
Well, that's what I was going to say. One of the things is, looking back on that, for you now, if you had someone in that position, what would you say to them as a bit of advice?
So like what you were saying before, like the thing that you've been taught from your mum is emotional intelligence. So like when we feel these feelings, obviously as humans we are going to go through experiencing different emotions, and like it's called like toxic positivity, where like we think that we should be happy all the time. Like you shouldn't. Like it's impossible to be happy 100% of the time. Definitely you can be happy for things and be content for things, but like being happy and like elated all the time, it's like you can't maintain that. But like it's understanding that when these emotions do come up, what we do is we suppress them, we push them down. Or we turn to like addiction or going to the gym. Like the addiction was my gym. My addiction was the gym. But people turn to other addictions, or they have different coping mechanisms where they go on the ale or they go on the night out, or do you know what I mean? So it's about actually trying to process the emotion and understand, okay, where this emotion coming from. And I feel like one of the big things that like has helped me is being still. Once you sit still, connect to the breath, because once you connect to the breath, you connect to the body. Once you become present with your body and you ask your body, how are you feeling? Your body will go, you're feeling like that. Okay, why are you feeling like that? And you just start to unpick and unpack these emotions that are inside. Instead, what we usually do is like, I'm feeling stressed. Yeah, fuck this, I'm going to go out. Or, do you know what I mean? And we don't actually sit in stillness. So it's about just becoming still. So I do this with all my clients. And like, one of my clients I done with the other day, this is a funny one. So I said to him, next time you're feeling like this, go and have, let's say, 3 minutes. Go and connect to your breath. Ask yourself a couple of questions. Why you're feeling like this? Where's it coming from? So we come back in and he was like, he's going through a few health tests at the minute. And he's like, he got this test done, he's doing blood pressure tests every day. So he's got a blood pressure test done. He said, you know what, I'll put this to the test. Done a little bit of breath work, 3 minutes. Done his blood pressure test, come right down. He went, I couldn't believe it. doing his blood pressure test every day. So we come in and was like, I can't believe it, this is working now. I was like, it's quality. So we come in a week after and was like, my bird come into me the other day. And my bird said to me, feeling stressed here, blah, blah, blah. And his bird's from like County Road or something, he said. And he went, listen, what I want you to do is go in the bedroom, have 3 minutes, do a little bit of breath work, and she just went, fuck off.
And it is.
It is, no, 100%.
Yeah. It's to their own, but for you, what you're saying, I'm smiling as you're saying it, because that's how I've kind of lived my adult life. Once I've understood something, doesn't matter what it is, could be a thought, a feeling, an emotion, something in work, whatever. I'm asking you questions every day. Whatever it is, once I understand it, that's it.
But that's it,
like,
no.
it's dangerous.
Because I'm sitting here listening to you thinking, yeah, makes sense, 100%. Yeah. If he was to tell me that, it's off, no chance.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But listening to you, because you know, that's your sort of job, and you've learned it through going through what you've learned, been through as well, which is like...
So we've got like 2 primary nervous systems, which are our parasympathetic state and our sympathetic state. So like our sympathetic nervous system is our flight and flight nervous system. So that's responsible for when like we're in the wild, if there's danger. So our body's basically producing cortisol because it's ready for like something's going to happen. Yeah. So when we're training or like day to day drinking coffee, we drop into the sympathetic nervous system. So our body's basically primed for something to happen. Now when you're having anxiety attacks and you're going through these different things, your body is in that nervous system. So now the breath is what you do when you use the breath, is when you extend your exhale, you actually drop back down into this parasympathetic state, which is your rest and digest nervous system. But like, come back onto that, but like even when you're eating food, if you're eating food on the go, you're in the sympathetic nervous system, so you're actually not even digesting the food because your body's still primed for that. It's in the flight and flight nervous system. So it's like understanding how to regulate your nervous system too. And you regulate your nervous system by being still and by using the breath. So, for example, 4-second inhale, 6 or 8-second exhale. Just follow your breath. Inhale, exhale, and you literally feel your body go. You don't even have to ask yourself any questions. Just follow the breath for 2 or 3 minutes and you'll stand up and it's just like...
Yeah, that saying of like feeling the pressure off your shoulders, it's true. Like you do.
No, 100%.
Genuinely, does just ease off you. For me, I found one, it was years ago. You know what, it was in the lockdown, to be honest with you, and it was the American breathing technique. And exactly what you've just said. It was like something to do with the army when they need to fall asleep on like planes or something to do. And kind of when you are breathing back out, let your shoulders kind of go with it. And once I kind of cracked that, that's the way I can kind of understand little things what you're on about and the emotions and feelings you get. And before you know it, I am asleep. It's like, what's just happened there? And it is just breathing. It's such the simplest thing, isn't it? We all take it for granted. And the only one who can actually control your breathing is you. Yeah. So you've got to put the time and effort in. But if you do think about it as well, when you're going to the gym and you are such a gym goer and whatnot, you're worrying about your abs, or maybe the ladies worrying about the legs or whatever else. No, the breathing is exactly the same exercise. It needs to be treated exactly the same as you do with all your other body parts, doesn't it, I suppose? And that's what I found and learned. And even now when I'm exercising, if I'm breathing properly.
Even what you're saying about sleep as well, like sleep, like when people struggle to sleep, because if they're probably feeling anxious or they've got to worrying about something, then they're in that nervous system. It's like what you're saying, all you're doing is you're dropping your body into a parasympathetic state, because your body's got to come down. And you know yourself, if you're ever stressed, you'll wake up in the middle of the night because your body still hasn't fully switched over. But then where like stress starts to happen, it becomes like chronic stress when we actually, our body almost like falls and lives in this like sympathetic nervous system. When we're drinking coffee all day, we're on the go all day. That's just where like that affects your gut then. Because it actually dumps cortisol into your gut and weakens your gut lining and wall, and obviously 80% of the immune system's in your gut. So there's so many other like avenues where this goes as well. And like this is probably one of the biggest tools that I'd like to teach people, is like to just sit still. Do you know my classes, right? Like I love speaking about my classes because they're so good. But like in my class, right, obviously I went to Bali and done 200 hours in Bali to do my yoga teacher training, because I wanted for literally for the warm up in my class. That's all it was for. Don't want to be a yoga instructor, it was just literally for the warm up in my class. So we start off slow, connect to the breath, start off in a parasympathetic state. So like literally everything slow, yoga, stretch all the body. Then like I start to bring the heart rate up, start to do like a little bit of body weight exercise. Then we get into the class, always have like the tunes bumping. And then when we finish the class, bring it down, stretching, hold them a little bit longer, decompress the spine, like whatever we've been working on, whether it's pressing, hips, whatever, hold the stretches a little bit longer. Then I finish with like a little bit of breath work and meditation. So you've gone in the class from a parasympathetic state, sympathetic state, back down to parasympathetic state. So when people finish the class, they're just like, what was that? Do you know what I mean?
That's class, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And where did you learn that? Where's that come from? Because that's just not common knowledge. For me, like the gym going, stuff like that, your curls, your methods and your ways of going and doing your whatever else. That's common knowledge in the gym. Where's that coming? Where's that coming to your life?
Just come from all my shit. Literally.
So all your shit, you put it all together and made it into a class, like that is your class, like,
yeah.
I mean, you haven't, like, sounds bad saying it, like, replicated something that's already done. This is just you.
Genuinely, hand on my heart. Like, I started yoga because I was the tin man.
Right.
Couldn't touch my toes, just like, literally, like, I was so stiff.
Yeah.
So I started yoga once a week as almost like a recovery session.
Okay.
To give my body a stretch.
Yeah.
I was doing yoga with Diane and Planet Yoga at the time. Completely fell in love with it. Like, just the way I am, if I fall in love with something, I'm like, that's it then.
I'm either all in or all out. That's me.
So I started the yoga with there, and then with the kettlebells come about because after I decided not to box anymore, because I'm pretty creative. So like I used to go to the gym with my mate Dean like against that. So Scano used to give me these, like when it sort of brought me up the rut, these like 10 commandments, and one of the commandments is get up early in the morning. Yeah. And after coming off night shifts and doing all madness in the fire section, I used to be like, no, but out of respect for him, it was one of the 10 commandments, so we've done it. So I used to go to the gym every morning and just started getting creative with kettlebell flows. It's like just all like different complexes, movements and whatever. So like everything that I sort of done with them was just from years and years of saying. Then obviously I went into like doing a kettlebell level 1, level 2 and stuck there. So then I sort of pieced that together. And then probably the end part of the actual session, like understanding the nervous system now, it's just from like the own work that I've done, delving deeper into me, actually understanding why I can't sit still.
Yeah.
Why do I struggle to like not have my laptop on me at all times? Why do I struggle to be present with my family? All these little things, because I don't practice that enough. So I don't practice being present, don't do all these different things. So like if I'm Christmases, every single occasion with the family, I look forward to things, then I'm with the family, I'm like, I need to be working. So I went on a bit of an inner journey with all that, which then maybe understand how to regulate my nervous system, opened up the doors a bit more with breath work and stuff like that. So I just includes it all into the session, yeah.
I think that's interesting to me. Where do you find that time to be normal as such and not kind of just fitness all the time?
Not
do you
apex,
get the
basically.
Seats out at Christmas? Where's that?
Yeah.
Where's that coming? You know what I mean? Because looking at you, that's exactly what you'd want to be. The training, the breathing, everything around it's perfect. When do you relax? When do you kind of pig out or whatever it is?
I try to have a Sunday.
Yeah,
do you have a day? Do you?
That's me. Yeah, we're the same on that. Yeah, Sunday's my day. Leave me alone.
Reset day, innit?
The roast on, whatever it is. That's it.
Reset.
So it's all right to have them.
Of course.
You need them.
Everything's good in moderation, isn't it? But it's good to hear it from your mouth, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Like, I probably went down the path in my life where it's just been on, like, go. Yeah. But, like, since I've sort of fixed that part of me, I don't feel like I never get sick. Yeah. I don't get sick anymore, because I used to get sick when, like, I'm run down, I haven't been sleeping, I'm still going to the gym, I'm still training, and then, like, my nervous system's shot. So that's why I'd get sick, is where, like, now I feel my body where, like, it just gives you a nudge. It's like, you need a bit of a rest there. Take a day's rest. Yeah. I call it, you know what, not even all the time. It's like, I call it a me day. But like, not even all the time it's a me day. It's a me afternoon. Yeah. Not doing no work. I'm not replying to any messages. I'm going to get a massage and get a sauna. Yeah. Having like a couple of hours in the afternoon. It's just like for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I need it. Yeah.
Are you very health conscious as well with what you do? So in terms of, as you're saying, you don't really get sick. But if you do start feeling any, are you like, or how are you with stuff like that?
So
that's terrible, I'll tell you that for free. As soon as I get any, I think, oh my god, what's going on here? Like, I need to sort this straight away.
Coming back to the mind, and one of the things what I learned from Scano, it's like when we say things out loud, we multiply it by like, I think it's 47 times more to come true.
I like that, yeah. So
like if you're saying things out loud, but like how we got explained to it from Scano was like, you've got like trillions of cells in your body, and you've all got a little antenna on. Anytime you say I am is, save that for in a bit, but anytime you say I am anything, a little antenna flips up and they're listening. Yeah. So if you're going, I'm going to get sick, fucking hell, I'm sick. You're basically telling your body to get sick. Yeah. So then if you flip it and do the opposite, like I've literally just part of me now, like all I say is I don't get sick. Because when you actually tell yourself you're getting sick, you're opening your immune system up to get sick. Now it's hard to believe that in certain, you know, because we've been so conditioned of like, you know, telling yourself you can't get sick. But obviously like, I've been so far on that end with the thoughts, and I've experienced all the darkness with my thoughts as well. Like I've gone the complete opposite end now.
Yeah.
I don't be wrong, every now and then you do slip back in, but it's about like doing the things to get you back on track. But like I just tell myself I don't get sick.
Naturally, and I completely agree with
that.
No,
Yeah, totally agree.
She's got rheumatoid arthritis, only like 1% in the UK, so she would kind of be the person who'd be like, what's he on about, blah, blah, blah. Straight away, she'll tell you herself, when she's conscious of the things you're talking about, whether that's the diet, she's been doing keto for ages, you wanted to hear that, but let's not. That side of things, when she's putting the time and effort into the breathing, or when she's putting the time and effort into a diet, she feels a million times better when she's not, regardless of the condition and whatever else she has got. Them things what you're mentioning, when you do focus on them, regardless of who you are or the age you are, you will benefit from them, and that's what baffles me the most. I've never heard about this until I felt anxious or whatever else. Not I've went 18, 20 odd years of my life, and then I've went, what are all these emotions? No one's told me about this in school, no one's told me about this anywhere, and that baffles me. And I'd love to see something for the younger generation being aware of these things, and I'd like to think Apex could definitely offer that, can't they? If you can bring children to the class or teenagers to the class, massive help for them without them even realising. Imagine being able to know these breathing techniques or aware of these thoughts, emotions when you are going 18 to 20. Not like 15, 16, you carry on having a laugh and being a teenager, but 18 to 20, if you're aware of these, you're set up for a good go with your adult life, aren't you, already, instead of 25, 30 and crashing down and worrying. It's like, have I never heard of this? When we all feel them, every single one of us will feel these emotions at some point in our lives, because that's all they are. How don't we hear about them earlier? Baffles me.
No, you're teaching me a lot, like literally, like I'm thinking about myself and obviously the business over the road and the stress that comes with that, because he sees it firsthand, but I just bottle it up and just crack on. And then I've gone through stuff in the past 3 years, like I've spoke on the first podcast that I lost my dad 3 years ago, but I'm still dealing with the fallout from that, because he's left that much of basically a shit show I've had to tidy up. So it's been, but again, I've just cracked on it. But it's all, I know it's there. I know it's all buried inside and shit like that, but I just crack on and I don't speak about it and I don't tell anyone. I'm thinking, is that healthy? Am I doing the right thing? I don't know what to do. Like, but just even the little snippet of you talking about the breathing, probably a good thing for me, because I don't stop in there and I don't. And we spoke about early before we started the podcast, I get home and I just crash and I just fall asleep and I hate it. Or my wife comes in and we sit there and we don't speak. And I hate that as well. I hate feeling like that, but it's just, I need. And I don't know if that's me dealing with whatever that's going on, or do you know what I mean?
So like I done a course last year, which is called like inner child work and emotional healing work, and I would describe it as basically all our trauma that we've got, we put into a box and we close this box and we push this box down. All our secrets, all our insecurities, all our trauma, we push this box down. And every now and then something will happen where the box will open and something will come into our conscious mind and we get triggered, we get upset, we get anxiety. But instead of dealing with it, what we do is go, as men, push that back down, close the box, that's going there till next week. Yeah. And then this box is just always there, because we're not going into the box, not actually going into the trauma, not actually going into these emotions and feeling emotions, not going into all like the certain situations and things that have happened to us in the past, but just suppressing it down. And every now and then we've all got our subconscious mind, which they're all in. Every now and then it'll pop up into our conscious mind. And as men, what we do is like push it back down to the subconscious. It pops up and she's going to keep popping up and popping up. It might progressively get worse eventually. But like it's about going into them emotions and actually like sitting with it and dealing with it through the likes of meditation, through the likes of your breath, through the likes of sitting still, instead of preoccupying our mind and staying busy all the time, where like you just end up completely on burnout. Yeah. But you do again, it's like, I can't even be speaking to anyone. Yeah.
That's literally me, to a T. 100%.
I think what you were saying before is well, like the thoughts, like the thoughts that we think over the age of 35, we live out 90% of our life through pre-subconscious programming. So 90% of our life over the age of 35, we think the same things 90% of the time as we did yesterday. So if we're thinking the same things all the time, then like the outcome's never going to be different, because people are thinking the same things day in, day out. But if we're going back to kids, imagine teaching kids like to think the right things, actually like think positive things, say positive things, like treat each other better, think positively about themselves, actually set these goals and like work these things out as children, and like imagine the ripple effect that could have into their adult life.
Unreal.
Frightening, couldn't it? Yeah. Genuinely, it'd be unbelievable, because we start doing, you see everyone kind of maybe turn a page at like mid-20s or early 20s or whatnot. if you know that early doors, it's just frightening. And the people who do that, you look at like, I do not know what he is thinking or what his process is, but you look at the likes that Yamal, he'll have people around him in every single area of everything showing him the right way. He is destined for greatness, you know what I mean, in terms of he will be looking after himself physically, he will be looking after himself here, there, this, that, because he'll have the best of the best around him. Imagine we all had something similar, not to that extent, you know, but I never ever heard of anything for years.
Well, again, but we were talking earlier about like social media as well, and it's living up to the standards of social media. So kids these days, they're going on it far too early. I'm being an old fart here, but you know what I mean? They're going, so they're trying to live, and the kids that can't live up to that standard, or their parents can't afford to go to these nice places and all, you know, like that, they're probably sat there going, look at whatever they're in, you know what I mean? They're in this dead nice resort, or they're in Disneyland and all like that. So they've got that, so that then gets into the subconscious, but that's all half the time false. And it's like, you've got to teach them, like, it's not all about that. It's got to be about just making you right first and then going from there. And I think 100% from what you were saying, if you had someone like yourself or like that to be able to just teach them young, it's like
guide, innit?
Yeah, guide them in the
we
right way.
all need mentors.
Yeah,
we all do, no matter what age you're at.
Whether that's your friends or family,
we all need mentors.
I like that.
100%.
Yeah,
And
there's my mentor.
Yeah, of course.
She is,
yeah, definitely. That's that. You're blessed, aren't you, to have that? Literally.
It is unbelievable, and to actually then just have a brief conversation about it, gets you thinking about it, makes you think. Like even with my younger brother and stuff like that, definitely start pushing things like that onto him, because it's a no-brainer, isn't it? So do you get a lot of younger people coming in? Do you get teenage classes? Do you do anything along them lines?
So not at the moment, but Scano is opening up a week.
Seen something this the other day, yeah.
Right. So my old gym, he's turning it back to a week, and it's going to be the first kids gym in the city.
Boss.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Amazing. That.
Yeah.
Is right.
That's boss.
So with Scano's business partners, what's the setup there?
He's the man.
He's the man. He's not the first to say it, to be brutally honest. I don't know Mark personally, but
he's the man.
Some of the things I've heard, he's really,
so go and give us a brief
what he does.
For people who don't know, what Scano, what is he? Like,
Scano,
who is he?
Scano is, to me,
to everyone, to what's his actual sort of...
Scano is... So Scano's journey's been like his inspiration.
MMA fighter as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, so his dad wasn't there, and like growing up, and he went down a fighting path and a couple of wrong paths in his life, and then went to the UFC, and then come out the UFC, and then like just got into business and stuff like that. But like the journey he's on, and the people he impacts and helps, like.
Yeah. And how did you end up meeting Scano?
So I met Scano through the gym, and then obviously the way things align, when I come out to the RAF, or the military, the RAF, and turned pro, and I was just in this space in my life where like I didn't know who I was, because it was always like Tom Simpson boxer. That lost, that identity had gone from me, so like I sort of lost my identity, which I feel like boxers do.
Yeah. So same with footy, innit?
Yeah.
You get left from Liverpool like 16, it's like, what, you know what I mean? Yeah,
so lost my identity with that, and honestly, my head was just in the clouds, and obviously I knew Scano from the gym, from Derby Lane Gym, and he started the group called the 3%. And that's where the 3%, we started seeing the psychologists every week, started going to the mindset stuff every week, and like from there, like that's obviously man, his relationship got a lot better, got closer, and yeah, I've just been on my journey, and he's just helped me along the way with anything that he can.
Right, okay.
Yeah, then we've obviously ended up business partners. But it come by a bit of a fluke, to be honest, because the older week, we actually changed it to Unity, and I was just coming in to sort of manage it. But then, like, because I was managing Unity, it was only a month. We paid for all the signs to get done and stuff like that. And like, I was in there a month, because I was investing so much time and energy into Unity, which is the combination of Apex and the week. I just said to Mark, like, it's Apex. I'm putting all this energy into another business, which is the exact same as Apex. It's going to be Apex. So he was just like, yeah, let's flip it. So we switched it to Apex, and like sort of ended up with the gym.
That's how it started.
So Apex, the name, no?
Go on, yeah, we wanted to know where you said there was a good story behind this.
So there's a book, you ever read Think and Grow Rich?
Yeah.
Also
suggestion. There's a few gifts in that. There's a good gift for everyone.
I buy for everyone.
I have that 12 quid off Amazon.
So there's a part in Think and Grow Rich called auto-suggestion.
Yeah.
So when we think of thought enough, and we hold the space obviously in the parasympathetic state. So when we actually be still and we hold the thought enough, if we keep thinking the thought enough, eventually we'll get an idea. So like I used to be called TS Fitness, so I was like, I need a new name, creating a brand, and I was meditating. In fact, it's a lie, I was doing yin yoga, but yin yoga is where you hold poses for like 3 and 5 minutes, so you're sitting in poses for a while, but like because you're sitting, like, again, anyway, long story short, they come to me and I was like, it's Apex. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, no way, it's Apex. It's out of nowhere, Apex. And I forgot. I forgot it. And I was like, no way, what was the name of the yoga? And I was like, set up down. I was like, what is it? And then I was reading, I swear to God, Gospel Truth Story. I can't remember what book I was reading. I was reading the book and bang, there it was in the book. And I was like, that's it.
All come back to you.
Yeah.
But it goes back to what you're saying before about being still and being present in it, and that's just come.
Well, yeah, it's all
from there, and
basically what you wear, so it's part of you, innit? That's boss that. I like when they've got a name.
Yeah, when you haven't got a name, I don't love that, you know. I love a story behind the business, so I think it's well better it is. And I think with your story, it really all adds up to everything about Apex, doesn't it? You are bloody Apex to the core, aren't you? To be fair, it is unbelievable. So then, going forward now, what are we looking to do with Apex in the Baltic? What are we actually looking to implement? Have we got anything coming up, or is there anything of the kind?
So I think the next part of the gym now is get the sauna room finished, because we have to change it. That's like cosmetic stuff in the gym, so get that finished. That's going to be open to clients then, so clients who are members can just book the sauna when they want. Go and get a sauna and a cold plunge. And then other than that, the next big thing now, I'm meeting a psychologist next week. Brilliant. She's going to come in, she's going to run a seminar in the gym. And like, I just want to bring the gym where it's like education, because I just understand how much the education side of things has helped me. Yeah. So I've started to educate people on like these conversations that we've just had.
I've learned a lot already.
Yeah, like psychology, like educating people, but then like at the same time, I'm going to set up like emotional healing courses, meditation courses, obviously Joffers, cold water stuff. So I'm teaching people these different tools, because like you said before, like all these different like emotions we experience is not as a human, but then it's understanding how to deal with them emotions. And obviously if you understand how to meditate and be still and like the breath work and have these little bit of a toolbox of these different things to help ourselves, that's just what I want to teach people. Brilliant.
Unbelievable. It's what we need, isn't it? We need more of it. We have to get in. We'll have to give it a go. We do. You definitely have to get down.
The last time I swung a kettlebell, I ended up going to the doctors with a cancer scare.
What?
Sounds so stupid.
No way.
So I'm working out kettlebells. What's the heaviest you do?
I seen a 44 the other day.
I was doing 244s.
Oh, I do about 45, I think I was. You know what I mean? No, literally probably about 20, 120. Like, yeah. So anyway, I'm swinging it. And I probably did go a bit heavy. Can't remember for the life of me what it was. And then a couple of days later, do you know when you feel a bit of thingy down there? And I was like, oh. So I'm having a little route round.
I remember you telling me about this,
And then I just felt a lump, but it was on my gooch. Yeah. So I'm like, oh. So went to my missus, like, can you feel that? Just make sure I'm not, like, imagine anything. She was like, yeah, there's definitely a lump there.
Heavy.
And I ended up, I rang the doctor, he got me in straight away. And then literally, he said, yeah, I can feel it. Sent me for an ultrasound. Go to the ultrasound, students. I always get students when it's stuff like this. So lad comes over, so he's like, oh, like that. Yeah. Literally, you know what I mean? Always the way. It was winter as well, so it literally shrivels. So he's there just doing that. And he's like, I can't see anything, but I'm just going to ask me boss or whatever she is, like, to come and have a go. So I had 2 people having a little wander around. And then it just turned out I'd strained too much and it just swelled.
Wow.
Because I think there's a muscle behind there or something like that. And that's all it was. I'd just done too heavy a weight.
You have got to build up, haven't you?
For sure.
You cannot just dive right in.
Sure,
even on like 12s and 14.
For sure.
Build up, and I found that the hard way. I'm
massively,
probably
like
certain exercises I'm higher weights than others now, still building up and whatever else not, but you can never stop learning. It baffles me. It's just one big heavy ball. I can't stop learning. There's a new exercise, there's a new movement, and if I do it that way or if I do it that way, it feels a whole different thing.
No, it's mad. Especially kettlebells. I like get me around that one, like how you do as heavy as you do. That's just.
And like, you just constantly building up. Is that what you're just trying to do? Just constantly.
I haven't hit the limit, yeah.
And what's your comfortable weight now with it? 25 in the mid 20s.
Is it different for like what type of exercise you want to do that day? If you get what I mean.
I can do 240s comfy now, like.
Comfy.
Can you? Yeah. Rec-wise, what are you doing on that?
I can do 240s, like, I can do a complex with 240s, like.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Must have that, you know.
Yeah.
But that's years worth of building
Of
up,
course.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That isn't like over a couple of weeks, months or whatever, or a little 12-week course. That is years of hard work, dedication. So you'd have every right to be able to tell everyone how to do it and whatnot, don't you, going forward? So when you are getting someone brand new in, right, I'm a gym goer, I'm in the village hotel going to steam a sauna, it looks alright, yeah. What on, it does though, that's the God's honest truth. What on earth do you think I would need to come and be a part of Apex? What does it require for me to be able to come and be a part of Apex?
Good question.
Yeah, do you just like let anyone come in, or do you have to sort of, like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, if someone comes brand new, like in say our physique type thing, would you go, right, I want you to start on this, or do you go with what you feel comfortable with?
Yeah, so obviously part of the gym as well, I do kettlebell workshops.
Right, okay.
So if you don't feel comfortable with the kettlebells, you can sign up, and that's included in your membership.
Okay.
So do a kettlebell workshop, learn how to lift them, and then from there go into the kettlebell classes. But like, it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like, I just feel because everybody enjoys the class so much, people come back. Because some of the people who've been coming to class now have been coming for years. Like, just literally part of the fence in there. I suppose that's why everyone is close in there. But like, every week you come, there's a little change, there's a little new exercise included, there's a little bit more coaching. It's just like, it's just the layers of an onion. It just builds. And then like over the weeks, months, as you start to get a bit more confidence, start to lift a bit heavier. But like the girls in there now, like, because the girls have been coming for so long, like the girls are lifting like,
I've seen some of them.
Honestly, but they're not like big girls. They're all like just
There's a lot of it down like just sheer core as well, like to do with it.
It's
all.
everything, yeah. It's literally everything, yeah. But like, I case them kettlebell classes through my own experience with them. So like complex strength and flow, I just made that up.
Yeah.
Right.
But like they have different teams. So like a complex is like where there's probably a little bit more rest, double complex, 2 kettlebells, a little bit more rest in between exercises. Kettlebell strength is just 1 heavy kettlebell, all lower body base really. And then Friday flows where like we piece exercise together and just flows, which is quality. So you get like different experiences with it. But then like, because of that, the enjoyment of the training, so everyone just loves the classes because they enjoy the training. And if you enjoy your training, that's where the results start to come. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for anyone who's new, you just need to just come, just try it, and like, don't expect to be absolutely smashing out the park the first session. Like, I watched the girl come, Liam, when she first comes, she was getting frustrated the first couple of times the session. Like I say, I'll keep an eye on everyone in the mirror, and then like now she's absolutely flying. She just keeps coming.
Yeah.
But there's all ages, all abilities. You've got Yvonne in there. Yvonne's 71.
Is she? Yeah.
She's 71.
No way.
Boss that.
She's 71.
Unbelievable.
And then my little nephew's coming, who's 11. So his age ranges from like 11 to 71. Do you know what I mean?
It's boss that.
Yeah.
It's really good, that, isn't it? And it shows that method, that thought process of the chain can work for anyone if you put the
that's it. The anyone thing, like, again, we spoke, I think, first or second podcast, and I was like, I said to you before, I'd done the Chris Park thing, and when I went, I hated going to the gym, like literally, because I was just dead awkward, like in the sense of I didn't have the confidence to go into the bits where to lift weights, because I thought, if he's lifting 40 there and I'm lifting 16, you know what I mean? I feel a bit of a divvy here. So it's making, with the fact that he can come to yours and all ages, everything like that, pure comfortable. Obviously, we know how much of a nice guy you are, so you're going to make everyone feel welcome, you know what I mean? Whereas I didn't have that confidence. Like, and it was only just by biting the bullet really and just going and just doing it, and realised this is actually sound. I actually enjoy doing this, you know what I mean?
I think I've always found that with classes as well, for myself personally, being deaf as anything, I can't take my eye off it, so it does me head in. Like, people don't have to watch, people can just listen and bang it out. I've got to like stop, go, well, watch it, collar it, and then do it, because I can't hear them. You'll go, that into that. I'm like, oh yes, so I'm watching. So I've always kind of struggled with classes, and I've got my own way of training, whatever else not, and I'm sure more time spent myself to be more learning and whatever else not, but I have kind of just got me little niche, and I've always kind of stuck with that, and I think it will be exciting for me to kind of branch out a bit more and start doing difficult classes, because that's really when you do test yourself. I'm alright, I'm healthy and whatever else, not like that, but better if I start swinging kettlebells now, I get laughed at fast. But if I start doing like a little exercise that I don't mind, it's alright, but I want to have all of them together, and I think that's the way you can be able to do it when you're 71, where you bring it all together. Because by the time I'm 50 at this rate, I'll probably be giving up and just getting a big derby on me, because go in, bang 10 out and get on with it, you know what I mean? So I genuinely do think that is important, to be fair, bringing it all together like you are doing in one hub, absolutely priceless, regardless of the the price, the membership here, there, or whatever. It doesn't matter if you care enough and you want to better yourself in that way. That's the price for it, and you will put your front foot forward with that.
Yeah, I agree. I've got a question. I don't know how to word it, but I'm gonna relate it back to myself because this is what I'm in now. So I've had a bit of a mad summer, partying, just at Glasgow, and then after my holiday, I'm going holiday. I'm looking to get into I want to start looking after myself basically. I was gonna join the David Lloyd, but then obviously listening to you today. So for me, if I was to join the Apex, what am I getting from that? And I don't know how to word it in terms of if I'm looking to really look after myself now, where would I go with that with joining the Apex?
That's why I've even the types of learning stuff that I want people to understand how to eat, how to manage the mind, all them different things we're all included in the membership, but then at the same time obviously the class side of things, just being able to include absolutely everything. So you can come and train, you can come and do yoga, you come and stretch. If you're feeling a bit tired one day, you go and have a stretch. Obviously, if you want to learn how to do your technique, and they've got the courses that to provide that. Obviously, got the food and stuff downstairs too. And I feel just to start, I feel we put things off so much, but the biggest advice I can give everyone is just to start.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes from working with a lot of clients as well, we set the bar so high for ourselves. It's right, I'm going to the gym every single day. I'm going to get up at 5 in the morning. I'm going to eat, fish and a rice cake all day. And then that's about 2 days. It's just set achievable target for yourself where it's okay. Obviously, I always say to everyone, you've only got to come to the gym. Just get yourself to the gym and we take care of the rest, or I take care of the rest if it's my class, do you know what I mean? The hardest part is getting to the gym. Just get to the gym, get through the doors, and once you go through them doors, we take care of it. Set yourself the target, okay, I'm going to do 2 kettlebell sessions a week, I'm going to do 1 yoga. Start there, okay, I'm going to do 3 kettlebell sessions, I'm going to have a little go upper body session downstairs, I'm going to have a little go with the meditation, and you start to build on it. So just starting base level standard, make the commitment to yourself, okay, I'm doing 2 sessions a week, that's it. 2 sessions, Monday, Friday, dare me word. Stick to your word, okay, I'm doing 3 now, I'm going to have a little go with yoga, I'm going to have a little go Pilates, I'm going to just try different things, and not have the mindset of I can't do that. You can't do it because you've never done it. End of. It's just reps. That's why I love the philosophy of the gym, because it's just reps in the gym. You never go to the gym and do 1 session and then walk up the gym and be why I haven't got a 6-pack? It's because you've done 1 session and you just apply that philosophy to anything into your life. It's just reps. I say it all the time. One of the lads is doing lives now for me, and he a couple of outtakes, and every time he does that, that's another rep. It's another rep. That's all it is. It's just a rep in the gym for all different areas of your life. So it's just getting reps moving forward. And if I can help you, then let me know. Genuine, hand on my heart. If I can help you, absolutely, let me know.
Yeah, so having him down the corner now, with all
I literally live down the road as well. I live up the road.
It is brilliant to genuinely have that down the corner, because now we haven't had anything like that around for. There's never been anything like that, has there? Even locally by me.
The boxing gym, but then
you got no limits
to actually do classes like what you do.
But this is different. Yeah.
This is completely different.
And that's what when people have asked me about Apex, and I've said Apex coming on.
Yeah, no.
I've described it as a health and wellness centre. I wouldn't turn around and go to gym, because I feel like that'd be quite disrespectful in a way, because of the amount of things that you can learn there or benefit from in there. It's all health, wellness. If I'm right in saying that, I'd like to think so, but it's like a lifestyle.
What are the gym? So what are the facilities in the building? What have you got?
So we got downstairs is a strength and conditioning section where the girls do the glutes, lads do the upper body, small group training down there. We've got the massage room on the left, sauna and cold plunge room on the right. Got obviously the spit roast cafe in there. Upstairs got the seating area, 2 changing rooms, toilets, and the hot room where we do the Pilates, yoga, kettlebells, meditation, breathwork.
Boss. That is something I wanted to ask you about, to be honest with you. How did the spit roast collaboration thing come together? Because you worked with them well before you opened up, didn't you?
So I've trained Adam for quite a bit, to be fair, and we were always saying about putting some sort of thing on the menu where it's something a bit different, that's healthy, what I eat. Okay. And when we got the Buddha Bowl idea, what's on the menu now, because when I went to Bali, that's all I remember eating, loads of Buddha Bowls. Yeah. So I said, if you could do some sort of Buddha Bowl, colourful, all the good stuff in. So you put a Buddha Bowl, it's on the menu, it's heavy.
I've got a bagel for me dinner today.
The belter?
I haven't had it yet, it's my first one, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'll take loads of chicken on as well, before loaded,
Yeah, pure, 45 grams of protein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
loaded with chicken,
Pasta, yeah.
This is what I like, because obviously Apex as a whole, everything to do with it is, it's current, it's on trend in the city, everyone knows of you and everything like that. And that's why I was made up when you're coming, because it's from a personal and probably like being quite selfish point of view, your clientele that you're going to attract there as well is my type of customer as well. Do you get what I mean as well? So it's literally hands in hand. So it's like, it's boss, like that you've actually done this today with us, so I properly appreciate it. But yeah, it's boss, because I think he's a customer. I think she does your yoga, Rachel. Yeah, she's a customer as well. Does she sound, Rachel?
Yeah, Rachel, she does Fridays.
Oh, is it?
6:30. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Quality.
We've even had members of staff already come down, and no one said anything or nothing, but they've just come down and got the lunch and come back and bloody lovely already. And it's boss to hear the positive feedback without it being a mate or anything of the kind already. Spot on that. And it's boss to hear, isn't it? And you're not even really got out of first gear yet properly. It's all set up, we're all going. Give us a few months now and it really will be frightening, isn't it? Boss to see.
What you say, 6 weeks? That's all you've been there so far, is it?
Yeah.
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Settling in a bit now, like.
Yeah. And so you've been cooking it up for about, what, 3 months or something behind the scenes? Yeah.
Longer. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while, you know.
You're just waiting for the property unit kind of thing.
Unit.
Around here,
it was there, the unit, but there's like the big delay on it was getting the mezzanine put in upstairs.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So there's a delay on that, then it did get put in, then we got brought further forward more, which took a little bit more time, because I had to get like another beam in to like support the thing without, it's just a bit complicated with all that, to be fair. So that's like the big job was. That took so long, yeah.
So it's actually, is it Norfolk Street, is it?
Brick Street.
Brick Street, right,
yeah.
Okay. That's just off Jamaica Street.
Yeah, Brick Street, yeah.
Just a left off, aren't you? Only there. Is it opposite Coffee and Foundation, isn't it?
It's gone on a Coffee Foundation.
Yeah.
It's gone, yeah.
Have you seen what they started doing? A little party in there, coffee and chill or something, of like 9 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. Have a little party in there, DJs on as well.
They did.
Yeah. Coffee.
Yeah, that's it. It's gone now, Coffee and Foundation.
Completely gone, where have I been?
So something happened with them and the landlord, I'm not too sure what, and then they just literally shut the doors.
Bye.
Do you know the big painting thing on the outside that's been cleared off and everything?
Something in there, there's something getting built in there now.
I think they're doing offices, like little sections type thing, yeah.
I'll be in Apex soon now. You'll get in there. You sound like you're messing around. It's a belt of space. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. That's sad, that.
I think that was like the first coffee shop around here.
I think for me, the only other kind of thing I'd sit there and ask you about would be a little bit more about the RAF kind of thing and what happened within it, any funny stories or whatever.
It's a tough one, the RAF, like, because there's so many loopholes that happened. There's so many things, like, dead quick. Like first thing that happened when I went to get get an X-ray on it, when I first done it, there was a flood in the hospital. Right. So do you give me an X-ray from head on? And where my ACJ ligaments had snapped, the bone had gone back. So head on, she was like, it's only a grade whatever to, like, not bad. And she pushed me on the shoulder as she said it. Must have thought this big faggy, yeah. Pushed me on the shoulder, I just went, boom, jumped up off the seat. And like, so that was the first loophole. Then I went back and I waited about 3-4 months with this physio who fucked me up, because he was like, he sent me for an ultrasound. As soon as I sat down, ultrasound, she was like, right, what's up with you? And I was like, I've done this to my shoulder. She was like, you need an MRI. Ultrasound's muscular, which I waited 3 months for. So then, like, after that, it was just like, what, he told me I could do press-ups. I done press-ups, that popped the rest of my shoulder out of place. It was just one thing after another, which just snowballed out of control.
And how long's that lasting there then? So
That went across 18 months, that.
Before you didn't have the op, was this after the op?
So then in the middle of the op, I had another op on my elbow, because through punching too much, I just wore my elbow out, literally. So if I throw a right hand and miss, it hyperextend my elbow and just like snap, like it was heavy. So like I had an op on that in the middle of that. And he did do that, he done that wrong. He went into the wrong part of my elbow for that. So I got it off for nothing. And then on the Saturday, I had the op on the Saturday. They made me go back to the base on the Sunday, and again my arm was in a sling. Couldn't move, couldn't do nothing. And he made me wait till the med centre opened up on a Monday for them to go, yeah, you signed off, go home. So I was just, and that's the night I was on the painkillers where I thought I was losing the plot. Wow. So all that was going on, and obviously everything that was going on the shoulder, and then like I went through all like stuff with the physio, and then like everything that happened with the physio, they actually put a thing in place now in the RAF that like if people go through what I go through, there's a system in place because of me, because I just fell through every loophole in like that could have went wrong with me.
Yeah.
But I manifested it all.
Yeah. And you've learned everything along the way with it.
Literally.
I didn't know that. And I definitely wouldn't think it watching you now, and the condition now and the way you exercise now. It's like unbelievable with the operations and the injuries you've actually had to be able to be that strong and build it back up.
So where's the story then?
Tough gig.
So I was going round to Scanos over lockdown. I was doing a bit of training in his garden, And like every time I go round to his, I'd say, my shoulder, and he was like, do you actually realise every time you come round here, you say your shoulder is fucked? And I was just like, you know, when someone like says something to you, I was like, what? It become part of my vocabulary and part of, like, again, my literally, like, subconscious me to speak about my shoulder being injured all the time. Exactly. And if you're speaking about something being injured all the time, it's never going to get better. So, like, you then switch it with your thoughts and whatever. So all I started to do then was visualise, because I visualised that gym. I literally been visualising that gym for years. So I started to visualise me doing a snatch with a 40 key kettlebell. And I was like, if I know if I'm snatching with a 40 key kettlebell, if my shoulder's strong, I was just visualising it, then like it goes. It went, snatch the 40 key kettlebell, I was like, it's back.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I went to a course the other week for a bit, called like a, what's it called? Progressive money things. Basically different ways to make money, but it also mindset and stuff. And there was a South African fella who is all about the mindset of like how to do business and stuff like that. And he was going about how to manifest stuff and how he uses it in his day-to-day, everything like that. If he needs an answer, he takes, very similar to what you said, takes a moment and manifests it himself. And his mum and dad are split up, and I think it was in lockdown that his dad died, but he lived in South Africa, but he was living in the UK, so he had to get back to South Africa. Got his passport, looked at it, out of date because it was in lockdown, never even thought about it. It was like, shit, what am I going to do? So he went to the South African embassy, and there was a queue of people because I think they were all trying to get back to South Africa, whatever. And he's like, oh, what am I going to do? So he just literally walked to the front and said to the girl, this is what I need to do. He said something in him just told him to go to the South African embassy, so he did it. Went to the front, and she was like, right, we can do this, and give him a form which allows him a one-time pass to come in and out the country to fly to South Africa in an emergency, which was his dad. So we used that, went over, managed to see his dad, go to the funeral, whatever, come home. 4 weeks later, gets a phone call, his mum was on a lassie, he's like, she's going to go. She's like, oh, worst time of his life. Then realises, because he didn't expect anything to happen, he hasn't renewed his passport. So he's then like, I haven't got a pass to get back out the country because I've already used it. So he again manifested, like, what do I do? He says, go back to the embassy, like, just, there must be something they can do. Went in and he said to the girl, I've you already used me once, you want to let me have a look at it? And he literally hadn't been stamped from the previous time. She said it's still viable to go for one time because they haven't stamped it, you can go. But he said he just kept manifesting and thinking they will help. And it was just by chance they hadn't done their job properly, which enabled him to go back over. So we got to get there in time to literally hold his mum's hand while she died. But he said, if I hadn't done that, and I would have just flapped it and just gone, I can't come. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
You ever heard of Neville Goddard?
Nah.
So Neville Goddard is someone who I've listened to a lot. He's from like years ago. And he's got a book, it's about 44 pages long. Defo recommend getting it. It's called Feeling is the Secret. That's the second book I ever read. And basically you got The Secret, you got all these manifestation books. But the thing that they're missing out, the key components, is feeling it. So for you to manifest anything, you need to actually feel that you've manifested before it comes into light. But like, there's always different things I go down with this, but like, when you actually start to feel that you're manifesting or you're creating this reality, then it actually starts to change how you show up. Because if you start to like feel the feelings of being successful, or you're actually going to start to show up differently. But then like, he speaks a lot about that. Like when you're actually feeling these emotions, then you're actually aligning things to come to. And like before the gym opened, every single night before I went to bed, you go into like a subconscious state. Your subconscious state's how to reprogram your mind when you last hour and the first hour of the morning. So every night before I went to bed, the last thing on my mind was literally feeling in my heart of standing on the mezzanine with my hands on the mezzanine with the gym chocker. And like I was feeling in my heart every single night before I went to bed for months. And then when the gym opened, they had the launch party, and I didn't even realise I'd done it. And like there was food upstairs from Spit Roast, and I put my hands on the mezzanine, and I looked down at everyone, and I was just like,
wow,
it's here.
Priceless.
Do you know what I mean? But that's the big thing, it's feeling. You've got to feel it. You can like, but there's loads of things, like there is no law of attraction without the law of action. Do you know what I mean? So you can do all the attracting in the world, but if you're not going out putting the work in, then it's not going to come to true. Do you know what I mean? But once you put that in place with that, then it comes into fruition.
Yeah. One of the first people I ever heard kind of anything along them lines was Jazza Dickens, and he had spoken about it on podcasts and other stuff, and that was where I ever first heard of it and started actually trying to do it and whatever else, not like that. And it is very, very hard. But for me, my question to you would be, how do you keep consistent with that when your manifestation isn't there? And then where's that come? And especially being within Liverpool, where it's so much easier to just go and beat one of the lads and do that, or it's just easier to go and do this or do that. Where do you find that discipline? Is it someone around? Is there something around you that keeps you stuck on that manifestation? Because I think it's very easy to lose it. It's very easy to start doing it as well, if you do take the time and effort, but it's very, very easy to go, that's not happened now, sound yeah. But it's like, what keeps you there?
It's hard to believe because we've just been so conditioned, and our condition's been passed down from not our parents, but our parents. It's generational. We've just been conditioned into think and believe these certain things. You can't do this, you cannot do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, once people start to say about manifesting or, you know, thinking a little bit differently outside the box, it's like, that's not true. It's only not true because you've been conditioned to believe that.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you start to understand that, you start to actually unlearn everything that you've learned and start to unpack all these things and think a little bit differently, then like things start to happen and coincidences start to happen, like your life starts to align and like things start to fall in place a lot more. But it's just about sort of, again, just like unlearning everything that you've been taught, unlearning all this conditioning. Or is this conditioning really mine, or is it the condition that my mum and dad have always told me that I can't do this, or me, or, you know, my parents, or like the stuff that's happened to me, or my school teacher, or, you know, they put this box on me where you can only go this far. Is it really your conditioning, or is it a condition that you've experienced from like people or around you, your environments, which is we do as well. So I feel like for me to keep on track, I feel like I'm just so blessed because I just know my purpose is bigger than me.
Yeah.
So
you can
like,
feel that though, and that's not
it.
even blowing smoke, like genuinely listening
honestly,
to you and being invested. You can
honestly,
feel
it's
that
bigger than
around
me.
it, you can.
Like, I speak about it all the time, and you have these type of conversations every single day with everybody, and like it gives me shivers when I speak about it, and it's like something is guarding me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like for me, this is my life's purpose, is to help people.
Yeah.
And like I love it. Do you know what I mean? I love learning about the body, I love helping people, I love just like, so this is my purpose. So like I'm fortunate enough for that. So probably advice for people is like, find your purpose.
Yeah.
Find your purpose.
And stick at it, yeah. Find your purpose and just keep swimming at it and swimming at it.
We can go a bit deeper with it, I suppose, where like, if you are starting to do things and things are holding you back, then it's what is inside you that's actually holding you back. Do you know what I mean? Is it the little voice in your mind saying you're not good enough to do this, or do you know what I mean? Which comes from certain traumas in our life or things that have happened to us. So it's probably unpacking parts of that as well, where we have self-sabotage mechanisms where they're like, you know, you're trying to get into shape, but you can't because like there's part of you that's still eating the food that you don't want to eat, or you're not really going to the gym because you're still self-sabotaging yourself. So obviously when we go a little bit deeper into it, it's like there's a lot of stuff under there as well that might be potentially holding you back too.
How do you think for you though, because I'm quite young and whatever else, not now, I'm 24, and I try my hardest to not make some stereotypical Scouse mistakes, genuinely, in terms of like partying and doing this and doing that. I try my hardest to steer away from it. It's very hard, it genuinely is very hard in our upbringings and whatnot. How on earth did you not go down that path? Because you're a boxer, you're a jack the lad there.
I've been down it.
Okay.
When I never had any job, when in my 20s, I started to go to Ibiza. I'm down Ibiza. Like in my early 20s, I went down it. Like I was just out every weekend, just going nowhere in my life.
I've been to Ibiza 3 times, and I always say I think I'll be the only person who's never had a drink in Ibiza. I've been 3 times, I've never once had a drink.
Yeah.
Just never ever have. It's just, I don't know, I had years where I never ever have a drink, and then I had a year or 2 where I'd have a laugh or whatever else. No, it's just genuinely not for me, and I think it is very, very difficult to kind of shape that path for the 15, 16, 17-year-old and go, look, put that blueberry vape down there now, yeah, and you come and do some breathing exercises, yeah. And I genuinely wish we could channel that a lot more through schools or through trusted ways.
It's just educating people.
It is,
so
isn't it?
when you said you had, like, obviously Scano, you said before, is your mentor, would you say?
Mentor, role model, friends.
So for someone like us, where'd you find one, if you get what I mean?
He's my mentor now.
Come
No,
to gym.
100%. But you could, like,
Come to the gym.
Come to the gym.
Honestly.
Really?
Like the gym is just full of everyone who's just like inspiring.
Yeah.
Even in my local, and it's just a village hotel, but probably do some people's head in, but I'm always questioning people, or watch some fella do something, I stand there scratching, I go, what does he do? But I'll speak to him and I'll learn, because you can always learn when you're in the right environment, can't you? I'd just go with something like, if you sit down the table of 5 millionaires, you'll probably be the sixth kind of thing in that mindset. And I've always loved that, and it is right. But it is hard when you haven't necessarily got that around you or whatnot.
You become it.
Okay.
So if you haven't got it around you, then you become it.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like once you start to like step into that, you start to realise you have types of these conversations a lot more. All these things start to happen where it's like, wow, if we could look back at your day and you've met different people, you bumped into someone, having a big deep conversation with them and stuff. So like, the more you align and the more you step into your higher self, then like, the more you start to attract circumstances and situations that sort of support what you are, where you're going through. Obviously everything's vibration, everything's frequency, so the more you elevate your vibration, the more you attract it around.
Can you explain that to my naive mind? Because I hear this a lot, right? Yeah. In terms of what you just said about like energies and stuff like that. I'm completely naive to this, and a lot of you've spoken about already, I'm aware of a little bit, but the energy side of things and feeling these things, I'm yet to kind of understand it and get it. Give us a hand.
In terms of like energies of people?
Yeah, let's go with that.
So like, when you start to raise your frequency, in terms of like, you start to improve yourself, you become more happier, you know, you start to help different people, you start to feel more gratitude, you start to do all these things, like you actually start to elevate your frequency of how you're feeling.
Makes sense.
Now, if you're in this elevated state, then obviously you start to attract more things in that elevated state. Now, it's the exact same thing if it's the opposite. If you're doing bad things, you're moaning all the time, whatever, then you're dropping down into that subcategory of, and then guess what? Then you're going to be that person who's around the people who are all moaning about how hot it is, or how it's raining, or, you know, moaning about different things. And I feel like it's sort of identifying as well, like the two types of people in your life, who are taps and who are drains. It's a bit harsh, but it's the truth.
I like this.
And once you start to surround yourself with people, when you walk away, you're like, fucking, I've just learned something from him there. And he inspired you, I'm going to go and do this now. He's a tap. When you're around someone who's like, oh, shit, this. Moan, got to moan for everything. And it's like, you walk away from them and you're drained, and you're like, okay, and I'm not saying you have to like completely dissociate with all them type of people, but definitely when you can just start to sort of filter and try your best to just stick around the people who feed and people who are the taps, then like your day is so much better.
I think that's been something that is clear as day for me, to be honest with you, because since working from like 15, I have always worked around older people and being an absolute sponge. I was saying this yesterday, in terms of being a sponge to everything and learning has paid me dividends, because from 15 I was working with people who were 30, 40, and it's stupid, but you even show them how to do the cuppers and how to do certain things there, the disciplines implemented into your life.
It's a really good quality, that, you know.
It is, being around them. I've never necessarily been the most academic, but experience-wise and lessons I've learned, genuinely priceless. To be at like 20 and be dealing with my own problems or whatever else, not to now have me mates at like 25 and they're facing them, and I'm like, everyone's in a different stage of life, I get it, but I'm like, dealing with that years ago, you know what I mean? It is just experience, and being right place, right time, right people around you is absolutely priceless. It is. You cannot really get opportunities like that as well now. We do get odd apprenticeships and stuff like that, but it's getting even harder for people to come and get them. We've got young Mikey with us, hasn't he? He's struggling to find something like that.
He's 18 next week, and he's like, he's expected to know what he wants to do with his life now. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like he's got a bit of a pressure from his parents, who like, don't get me wrong, the nicest people ever, but they just think he should go and get a trade, and then make his decision of what he wants to do. But I feel bad, because I feel like I'm going against them, because I'm like, if you need to take a bit of time out to reset and think what you would want to do, because he says to us he loves fashion, like his cousin's part of Reprimo, and then he likes events and stuff like that as well, and he'd love to set up an event.
He's a proper Scouse 18, you know, about it.
So he'd love to do something like that, and I'm like, have you actually spoke to your parents? Like, because there's things out there that will help you and guide you along the way to do what you want to do. You don't just need to go and make a decision now, go and become a spark or something like that. But he feels like he has to, because that's what's instilled in him. Just go and get a job, become a spark or a trade, and then you can make your decision of what you want to do after that. But I don't know.
It's all updated, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I don't know, because that's what my dad was like. It was like this, uni, do that, then get a job.
Same.
And it was, I look back now, and anyone like Joe's not long come back from Australia and stuff like that, anyone that type of age and era, go and live your life for a bit.
100%.
Make a decision once you realise what you want to do, or you've got that out your system, if that's what your case is. But it's too early to try and make a decision on the rest of your life now.
I think it's being okay with your mistakes as well. Like, people regret making mistakes so much, and like, there is no regret because everything's like a perfect equilibrium. So even from our mistakes, there's positive and negatives in it. And once you can sort of come into the middle ground and be like, okay, I learned that and that wasn't so good, then like, you move through it. But like, you know yourself, I heard a quote saying, if you could go back in your life and take all your hard times away, but once you take all them hard times away, you take all the lessons that you learned, would you still go back and take them away?
I'd lose a bit of character, me, like.
You'd lose who you are, and you wouldn't. You'd be like, fuck that.
Yeah. I look back at my life, and like I went into, like, previous to GRAEL and stuff, I had like fast food, fish and chips, Greek, typical sort of thing they go into. That was my dad's business, so I went into that very early. Even done the uni, didn't use that, went into that because I saw my brother making good money because he was in it. I was like, I want that. Went into that, and then I just had no life. My mates were going on like lads holidays everywhere, and I couldn't go because it was work. And I got into a long-term relationship very, very early, which part of me knew was never going to last. But I look at all that and where it's led me to, because possibly now I would never have met my wife.
Of course.
I would never have GRAEL. So if I would have done what I probably tell these to do, it could have been completely different, but it's still, as you said.
There's the Chinese farmer.
Chinese farmer?
Chinese farmer.
Nah.
So the Chinese farmer, there was a Chinese farmer, and he had one horse, and his horse ran away. And everybody in the village said, isn't that bad luck? And he was like, maybe. A couple of days later, the horse come back with like 10 wild horses, and everybody in the village said, isn't that good luck? And he was like, maybe. Not long after that, his son broke his leg, and everyone in the village said, isn't that good luck? Isn't that bad luck? And he said, maybe. The army come recruiting because they were going to war, and his son couldn't go because he broke his leg. And everyone said, isn't that good luck? And he said, maybe. But like, the moral of the story is that when we're going through them difficult times in our life, it's to align us and put us with the situations and the circumstances where we need to be in the future. Yeah. And I feel like once you adopt that mindset, I tell my clients, all my clients, that if any of my clients are going through a tough time, I say, Chinese farmer. Chinese farmer, you're meant to be going through this to lead you where you're meant to be going in the future. That's
it. I've always kind of had, in my little ones, always been what you encourage, what you tolerate, and that's always kind of been how I've looked at it, and that's my method with it. But I've never heard that one, to be fair, and it is a good one to take with me. It is,
because it's sort of what you were saying before about like if you do all good and sort of like the taps you were saying, like,
taps and drains.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, but I feel like, especially in there, all I do is good. But that's where my negativity comes in, because the slightest little thing comes in that's not good, I just go, what's the point? What's the point of me doing good for everyone? And maybe it should be like a bit more like the Chinese farmer type thing.
It comes back in different ways though. Like, I definitely feel, just believe in God.
Not personally, no.
I did, until I lost my dad. There's a bit of a weird one with this the other week. So Cypriots are very religious. My dad showed it in different ways. His mum, my nan, was very, very religious, like ridiculous. And I've got gifts. I was telling you this yesterday, wasn't I? Like, which have been blessed by monks and stuff in Cyprus, in the temples up in the mountains or whatever. And I have them by the side of my bedside table, and it's just little, like, Mary and Jesus on a little wooden plaque, and then I've got a candle which is unlit, but it's from one of the churches there. And then I've always had this little metal cross, which I've had for years. My dad gifted me. When my dad got sick, and then eventually he got better, and then he died, I was like, how can God be so evil? Because my dad basically went in for a heart operation. He messed up. He managed to just survive that. He lasted for 2 weeks, and his heart just went kaput. And it was a fault on the hospital's behalf. So I was just like, how can there be a God? Like, you know what I mean? How can he just take me dad just like that? So everything just went in the drawer. It's like, nah, I'm done type thing. And then last week, I think it was, I was just literally getting a screwdriver set, which I kept at the side of the drawer out, and I saw them all there, and I thought, you know what, I'll get them all back out. And so put them back out. So I don't know if there's like, I'm not one to go to church or anything like that, but I believe there must, and I hope
Yeah.
there is something there. Do you know what I mean?
I think I could answer your question there, but I was kind of like, no. And as you were answering, I'm thinking about it. I went to Lords and stuff like that when I was a kid, I think like 2 or 3 times. And they always carry me mad, give me these like rose and beard, so we always carry them. And I think I can relate to you. There's always some form of hope.
Yeah,
and I am
like
definitely not.
that. I wear that. That's from a nunnery in Cyprus. They're all blessed by the nuns in Cyprus. Like literally, I wear that, and I wear it because I hope that it brings me something. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. I'm very open-minded with it. I'm not like completely shut it off by no such, but I am very open-minded with it. And religion aside, if there's something that can make me feel any form of content in this short life that I've got here, because that's what it ultimately is, then I will go knees deep into it, whether that's religion or a different belief or lifestyle, whatever. So definitely open-minded to it. Just kind of similar to what you were saying before, like people around me and stuff like that are not really religious or whatever. So my upbringing has never necessarily been church on a Sunday. And especially with the generation and stuff like that, 2000, I think it is slowly starting to become the norm to not be religious or not pay attention to it. So there's your answer to that. I don't really believe, but I'm very open-minded to it. So change my tune then, go on.
I think that God is the source. Whether you want to call it the universe, whether you want to call it spirit, whether you want to say whatever religion you've got, I feel like that's the source. I feel like we all look at the source from a different angle. Whatever religion you're looking at, we're still looking at the same source.
Okay.
And like for me, we are all connected to the source. Like God is within us all. We are the creators of our life. Whether like, again, we've just been so conditioned, it's hard to actually believe that, but like we create by the thoughts that we think. Obviously, when we're meditating, we're getting these answers, we're connecting to the source, it's coming down. So like, I've just got faith where my life should go. Do you know what I mean? So I put, like, not that I pray all the time, I definitely meditate, but then like, is meditating praying? Is that a form of praying? Do you know what I mean? So like, I do definitely meditate. Like I have prayed in the past, definitely, yeah. But like, I'm not saying I'm this big religious person, but I do believe that we do live on after this life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that come from now?
Come from probably just like the work that I've been doing, and like obviously as my life started to open up and learn, all these things have started to happen, snowball, just like I've just got so much faith that where this is going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, you should do, because it is brilliant for what it's doing for everyone involved, and you can see the improvements in people's lifestyles, not necessarily abs and fitness and
it's just changed people. It has changed people's lives, and like you were saying about going through stress, like I had a bit of a wobble last Saturday, and like I had a wobble, and I was just like full of anxiety, and I was just like, wow, this is heavy, stressed out, and like done a little bit of meditation. Saturday I got to a few, like just time to like just relax and just calm down a little bit, and then they come down from me, and I got a message from one of the lads saying like completely changed my life, and in that moment I was like, it's worth it. Do you know what I mean?
You're controlling yourself.
Yeah.
To control the situation in a much better light, aren't you? I suppose it is.
Yeah.
You faced a lot of stop-start problems opening up with the Apex stuff. Is it being tough getting set up in there with the building and that? Because if anyone tells you it's smooth sailing, guess what? Yeah, they're
no
a
chance.
liar.
Yeah.
No chance at all.
Absolute liar.
Well, my other business partner, Dave, he's another one, he's the man. And there was like, I don't even know, every stage you think of is in there at the same time. Yeah. So they're all working on top of each other. No one's clean, mess everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're all looking at me going, not going to be done this, you know. Not going to be done this. And I'm panicking because it was I had the opening on the Saturday. I go to Dave, is it going to be open this, Dave? All he's saying, it's not going to be open here. He was like, yeah. Like that. I was
going to say, then you say to the work, he's like, listen, you need to manifest this. It's going to be open.
I was flapping myself. It's like Big Bear's flapping down.
That's what you need. Then someone's just steady the ship there.
But you did it, didn't you? Got it for that.
Yeah.
Sound.
Boss.
Yeah.
Like that.
You'll have to get in, won't we? You'll have to get something.
Whenever you want.
No, 100%.
Yes.
Whenever you
I
want.
was saying the other day, Sam, wasn't it, from Sub-City? He's just started, I think. With his brother.
Yeah. So Shabs, right? I love Shabs' brother. He come years ago. Come in this time. That's why I probably love it. I knew Shabs from years ago, to be fair. But why I love him, because he come in the gym. And I was like, get in, lads. And he just went, I'm not going to tell you I'm going to get in, because I'm not.
Yeah.
I went, fair play. Come in the week after and was like, I'm just paying my membership. I'll be in on Monday. Yeah. And he's missed about 3 sessions since then. That was literally about a year and a half ago.
Fair play.
I was shocked when he said he was going. I didn't think Sam would be up for that. But
he done 2 last week.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Boss.
Yeah.
is right.
So you will notice, especially around here, you'll start getting people from all different avenues as well now. And it is, you're open to the big footfall as well now, aren't you? Because you're slap bang in the middle of the
And that's the thing, after like hearing and speaking to you today about what it is all about, again, it's completely changed my whole perception of what I thought it was, and the fact that Noah straight away is like,
yeah. Well, I've got another question actually. I'm dying to ask you. So, I like to go out and drink and party. Not like fucking crazy, but I enjoy going out, mate. I'm a young kid. Not a young kid. I'm 28, like I'm a young kid, but I enjoy going out and having a good time. I know, like, probably different to other people, but do you think that's still possible to like balance, say if I was to join the Apex, of like balancing that lifestyle to where, look, through the week I'm grafting and then I can go out on a Saturday, I can still have a good time and a drink and a party, but then I'm back to it on the Monday. Do you know what I mean?
For sure, lad. Yeah. Like life is balance. Like it really is. Like if you're going out partying every single night, then it's not good. If you're eating cheeseburgers every single day, it's not good. Do you know what I mean? It's finding like the balance for you within your life. If you enjoy doing that, then like don't stop doing that because you enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Of course, like you want to do this, then like definitely if you get further down the line where like you want to lean into a little bit more training, maybe do like an 8-week program, or then 100%. But like you got to do what you enjoy.
Do you 100%. Think discipline's the most important ingredient to that though? Because for me personally, that was it for me. I'll be brutally honest here. Yeah. Is that my dad tried to take his own life due to drugs years ago when I was about 17, and that kind of stopped everything for me, because I was going through that transition of leaving school and whatever else not there, and all the lads start trying to do this and going here and whatever else not. That changed everything there and then on the spot, and I was never interested in anything of the kind for me personally. But however, I'd like going out and having a laugh with my mates, but that discipline was what separated me to the rest, I think, personally. Not that I'm perfect by no stretch, but being able to go. And my rule is, nothing good happens after 3 o'clock. Just genuinely, believe it or not. And I've always kind of had that. So you can still do whatever it is that he's saying and liking to do, but as long as you've got discipline within it. Do you agree that is one of the most important ingredients?
Do you know what? 100%. Definitely all about the discipline. But like there's another thing as well. Like I feel like when you do actually start tapping into how good you can feel, I feel like a lot of the time people have no idea how good they can feel. Like they have no idea. Like I had a fella messaging me the other day and he was telling me like I always get a breakdown of what people eat and like a little look into the lifestyle and stuff. And like he's probably lived his whole life like that. And that just isn't normal. He just no idea how good he can feel. And I feel like the more times you start to like show up in the gym and like look after yourself and do more for yourself, like the more you lean in, start when you do like sway the other side, that's a once in a while thing now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's not serving me purpose anymore.
But
do you know what I mean?
How do you not get frustrated with that? Because even I get frustrated with the likes of petty this, but the likes of moving to Australia and trying to headlock me mates and saying, look, lad, come meet me here, or come meet me in Bali, or come, and they're like, nah, I'm sad or whatever, I'm settled in my bed. I get it, yes, sad, each to their own, but that angers me. How do you not get frustrated by that? Because you simply can't, can you? You can't.
So what do you mean, someone like...
Yeah, no, people around me and you're trying to necessarily mentor people and guide them. How do you not get frustrated when it's like, look, you just do this, you feel it, you get it, you know what I mean?
Just no expectations on anybody.
Okay, yeah.
Like if they want to do it, they can do it. There's no force. If you want to come to the gym, come to the gym. If you want to go out, go out. No expectations on anybody. We all make mistakes, do you know what I mean?
Have you ever got frustrated with anyone like?
I think it'd be more me mates and stuff like that. For
just
me
like, because you could probably see, what about like you can see the potential, they've got it in them, but just trying to unlock it type thing?
Not really, you know. Like I think sometimes people put or make it a bit more serious than it actually is.
Right,
me.
okay.
But like, I don't want to tell them this or like, and it's like, it's your life, do you know what I mean? I'm here to show you the tools. If you want to
reflecting yourself,
if you want to use these tools, then that's up to you. There's no like, you know,
rules.
There's no pressure.
And it's interesting that, because I've always found that, and it was weird, aside from the fitness side of things, but when I was travelling and whatnot, the only thing I wanted around me was my loved ones or my friends, because it's unbelievable, the 40 degrees to beach, you name it, carry on, the lifestyle's amazing. But I was a bit lonely, you know what I mean? It was like, and the lads want me mum, you know what I mean? I'm like, you're never going to see this. I'd come home and be like, like what you're saying, you'll never feel it, you'll never get it, you never bit the bullet, because it's 24 hours to flight or whatever, but that'd anger me. And I could never console it, and I'd be like, oh, jib it or whatever, you know what I mean? And it was just one of them, and then built some kind of distance between, and it's like we've been to Australia, and I'm like, yeah, I have, you know what I mean? You get it when you've seen it, and it is exactly what you're saying. When you've felt them emotions and feelings through breathing exercise or different workouts, it just opens a whole new avenue, doesn't it? But you've just got to put that front foot forward regardless, no matter what it is. It's tough.
Go on.
I love quotes.
I love quotes.
For everyone.
Yeah.
One day or day one.
I've got it on my leg, to be fair. Keep it simple is my first one. Yeah.
For everyone. Literally.
You got any quotes?
No.
No.
I need to read more and like everything like that. Going back to what I was saying, I feel like I have no time to do anything. I just go home, sit there. Like, I don't sit down till about 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
After doing everything I need to do when I get in. And then that's when I'm just like, right, bed. Yeah, so.
What time do you get up?
I get home. If I go to the gym, I'll get home about 7, half 7. If I don't go to the gym, I'm home for half 5. But then I have to do all my washing from the shop then. So I'm lucky, and then make tea. So I'm lucky if I'm sitting down half 8, 9 o'clock.
What time do you get up?
I get up about 7:15.
Would you not get up early and go to the gym first thing?
Yeah, but I'm in the Lloyd, and I think it only opens at 6.
Does it?
Yeah. So maybe, what time do you open?
6.
But I could do that and just go straight over there, you know what I mean? Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
No excuses.
Definitely. No excuses. And that's what I mean. I need to, what you've taught me today, I need to use that so much
just
more in my life.
Just find a new little routine, really, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
That works for you.
100%.
Tough training overnight. And it affects your sleep as well. If you do it like high intensity stuff overnight, the temperature of your body and stuff,
right,
it affects your sleep.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what you're talking about coffee.
Coffee
this morning. Like, he's drinking decaf when we come in.
Yeah.
Did you hear that conversation?
No, not properly. Go on.
Can you just tell them about coffee? Like, literally, what I have one coffee every morning. Like, I get up at say 7:15. I have a coffee like 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So, coffee started with, we done a 21-day detox. So every like now and then I set up different challenges for the group or Apex. So we done a 21-day one, we done a 14-day one, different things. And like the 21-day one first was a detox. So we cut out caffeine, alcohol, refined foods, sugars, anything processed. Literally, it was just whole foods and water, really.
Okay.
A couple of other things in there, but that's basically what it was. And I had a headache for 2 weeks. I didn't go to the toilet for 4 days.
Really?
Like, my sleep was everywhere. And it was just off the coffee. It was the hardest thing.
And what, you're just normal coffee? You're not having no mad espressos or nothing when you was
I was having like 2 coffees a day.
Okay.
2 coffees a day, but I've probably had 2 coffees a day for 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So jumped off that, and it just like lit this spark in me where I was like, I need to know what this is doing to my body. So I started to research coffee, and anyway, it's got a quality of life 12 hours later, so we'll start with that. So if you have a coffee at 3 in the afternoon, you've still got a quarter of its life.
Yeah.
3 in the morning. So what happens is, because you've still got caffeine circulating in your system all the time, you go to bed, still got caffeine in your system, you wake up, you're tired because the caffeine in your system's prevented you from going into a deep state of sleep. Yeah. So the first thing when you wake up, because you're tired, you have had a deep rest, you get a coffee.
Yeah.
But then it's the worst part to have a coffee in the morning stuff, because you're meant to delay for 90 minutes for the first part of your day. Because all caffeine does, it doesn't basically give you energy, it just blocks the adenosine, and adenosine's responsible for, like, throughout the day you get more tired. So you get a build up in adenosine, that's when you start to feel tired. So caffeine doesn't give you energy, it just blocks the adenosine receptors. Yeah. And states after you sleep of a morning, when you have a coffee, you get a midday dump then. So you get a big dump, so you get to about midday and you're knackered and you need the coffee. This is where the cycle comes in the coffee. They're stuck on the cycle of coffee all the time.
Brick wall over there, like.
It stimulates your nervous system, so if you're in your sympathetic nervous system when you have it, it's
unbelievable. And the education to that,
literally every morning because I just feel
it actually ages your brain. So anything that takes oxygen out your brain ages your brain. And the headache, when you get headaches when you come off the coffee, is actually the oxygen that's in your brain, because the caffeine's on the coffee's taking the oxygen out your brain. So it ages your brain as well.
Wow. The first time I did it, that was clean. Rooney on the jungle. She said when she went on the jungle, she said, I couldn't even do it. The caffeine, the hardest thing was legging the caffeine.
Honestly,
unbelievable.
Just try it.
I know, will do, 100%.
Try it.
I love coffee.
This is what I always say to everyone as well. Like, just try it, see how you feel. Same with supplements or whatever. Go in the gym, anything. Try it, see how you feel first. And if you feel like a noticeable difference, then there you go. There's all the answers you need. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about it. If you feel better, that's all that matters. If you don't feel better, get on the coffee.
21 days though.
They say 21 days to form a habit, don't they? But it's actually 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everything's numbers, isn't it? So it's like 7, 14, 21. That's why like all these big marketing companies, they say use our product for 21 days or your money back.
Right,
Because then once you use it for 21 days, it's like actually a psychological thing to help keeping it.
Yeah.
But it's 60 days to form a habit, really.
60 days form a habit. 60 days without coffee, definitely do that.
Try 2 weeks. Go 2 weeks without a coffee.
I'll do it 2 weeks.
See how you feel.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you'd be rattling.
It's just
like
as
that.
it's more force of habit. I get in there because I just think I'll just have a coffee. Half time don't enjoy it because I just drink black coffee. That's it.
I love the black coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's routine in it, I suppose. But ultimately, there's a lot more to it than routine.
Yeah.
Blocking a lot. It's really, really, really
Mad
not good
that.
for us, and you think about it. I'm gutted you told me that I love coffee.
I love coffee.
I can't lie.
But if you have a decaf one,
There's still bits of caffeine in decaf, like.
right, okay.
But then obviously you can get then instead of decaf where they actually wash it with chemicals to decaffeinate it. But then there's one that they do down the road there that they wash with water. So this decaffeinating process is cleaner.
Yeah, okay. And what do you think was that big change for you in terms of nutrition? Where did that come from?
With coffee.
No, just in general,
In
in
general,
terms
yeah.
of nutrition, how knowledgeable you are and
When I used to
stuff like
box, right, and I was a kid before I used to started boxing, I was like, you couldn't even like think of a worse diet. Cocoa noodles, chicken nuggets, red sauce, chips, just
because
like
you were training, felt like you were getting away with it.
no, I mean before I started
Before
boxing.
that.
Oh, before,
Like
sorry,
literally the most fushiest kid ever.
Same.
And
Everything beige,
I
basically.
grew up on
beige,
30 dinosaurs.
beige and bland
belters.
with tomato
Yeah.
sauce on.
Yeah,
Yeah. So like I started boxing and like I understood the nutrition aspect, the side of things to lose weight, the performance. So I just started getting into eating veg, even though I didn't like it. And then started getting into, obviously opened me up to a lot more food, enjoying food a lot more than like I'd try anything now, really anything at all. But then obviously the last podcast I was here is about gut health. So then I started my gut health journey because my gut was, at the time I was stressed out, anxiety. Obviously I was saying about the cortisol and stuff before.
Yeah.
So I started my gut health journey and that just completely blew my mind too. I'm just like, your gut is responsible for your immune system, your serotonin, like literally your moods, everything. There's 9 more pathways from your gut to your brain than there is from your brain to your gut. Responsible for how you feel. Like if you're eating shit, it's why you're feeling like shit. And like literally is that. So these like microscopic microbes are just pulling the strings in your body. How you feel, how you perform, everything, your libido, the lot, all start in your gut. All inflammation, all diseases start in the gut. Like it's just so once my journey started with that, I was like, wow, get into this with the food.
If you ever say gut feeling,
Yeah.
it's made up, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
It
did
is.
you learn that yourself or did you go on courses or
Yeah,
whatever?
so just started learning that myself. Like, and then met obviously Jan, who was on here last time. She does like kefir and fermented foods because fridges haven't been around so long. Do you know what I mean? So like years ago, we used to ferment a lot of foods. When you ferment foods, the fermentation process helps like the bacteria.
Yeah.
So there's more bacteria. So we used to eat a lot more, like, because we are bacteria. We're more bacteria than we are humans. So that's just started going into the journey with all that. Yeah.
Unbelievable, that, isn't it? Is it? I was reading something to do with like the carbs. Like carbs aren't that old when you actually look at it. Carbs are quite new in terms of nutrition. They only really come about over the past couple of 100 years. And it is. Now our normal diet, so to speak, is just a million miles away from what we actually need, isn't it?
At
You
one
actually
stage,
look at it.
everyone was telling us to be vegan.
Yeah.
And now everyone's telling us to be carnivore.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just moving with the times, because it's funny, I had this thing saying
the trend.
we like think we're the most advanced species on the planet, but we don't even know what to eat.
True.
And it's like, you're just going to move with the times. And again, coming back to what I said before about the coffee, eat these foods, see how you feel.
Yeah.
If you feel better, then that's your body. Everybody's different.
And is that something that's massive with Apex when being a member of your...
For sure, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not forcing anyone to eat what they don't want to eat, but if you're focused like whole foods, try to eat 3 meals a day, space them out. Like, that again, help with your digestion. If you space your meals out around like 3 hours, helps you digest the food, don't spike, don't eat any snacks, spikes your insulin. Yeah.
I'm massive on fasting.
Me
Would
too.
you educate me a little bit more on top of what I already know? Because my naive way of going about it is I'll have a nutritional breakfast, decent sized tea, fill up, dinner, void, and I fast in between there. Right or
Comes
wrong.
back down to your goals, really. So if like you're wanting to put weight on, then obviously you're going to need to eat some sort of calories to put the weight on. But if not, then that's probably cool.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
it's not the end of the world.
No. And do you swear by fasting or...
Yeah,
what are you
so
thinking?
fasting for me has helped heal me gut.
Yeah.
So obviously when you're not digesting food all the time, obviously so your gut works on a 12-hour clock. So when you eat, say, breakfast in the morning at 7 o'clock, if you're eating past that 7 at night and your food is not getting digested optimally, basically. So it's time to eat in a 12-hour window if you want to be extra nice to in an 11-hour window. So obviously, like, if you're eating food 7 in the morning, you're still eating chocolate at 9 at night, your gut is not getting an opportunity to rest. So then if you've got leaky gut syndrome, inflammation, bloating, all these different things that's going on inside your gut, skin issues, fatigue, arthritis, all these things stem from your gut. It's all inflammation from the gut. So like if you're not giving your body a chance to actually stop digesting food and actually heal your gut lining wall, then it also helps repopulate your gut microbiome as well when you fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, that's the people that do honest with you. No, and I think and what for me, I brutally honest with you, I like that feeling of feeling quite empty or clean, and I don't know what it is. I just appreciate it.
Fast quite a bit.
So whenever I don't feel that, or I feel, it could even have a really healthy tea. It's got a bit of everything on it and it ticks all the boxes. But after I still feel quite like bloated or whatever, and I'm like, I need to have fast now. That'll be me until the morning, and that's just my little weird way of going about it, which I don't think is right, to be brutally honest with you. But that is my niche, so to speak, and that's how I go with it. And another thing on top of that, which I want to pick your brains about, is supplements, because amongst all that, I will then go with creatine, vitamin D, lion's mane. That's kind of me there. That's what I know about. So that's where I'm at. What was that?
Good trio.
That's now it's all separate. Like supplements that I would take, but I don't really know why I'm taking them, other than the likes of like Mark and other people online have said that's the one. Like, go with it. I'll run with that.
Yeah.
Right or wrong.
Yeah. How do you work out what is good for you? What you need?
So there's been creatine's the most researched supplement ever, and like there's actually a lot of data now showing that it helps with your cognitive performance too. So it's helping a lot more with your brain, as well as like creatine basically works by. So inside your muscle there's a thing called ATP. ATP is like an energy source. So what creatine is basically doing is help filling your muscle up with ATP. So that's like the first thing that your muscle uses when you work out, for example. So creatine's good for that, but then obviously to the side with like the brain side as well, which is mega. So creatine is probably the number one supplement that I'd say take. Lion's mane, it's also another thing for the brain. Vitamin D. Now you need to take vitamin D with vitamin K2, because vitamin K2 helps combine vitamin D and combine the calcium that puts it into your bone. Okay. So when you supplement them two things together, so vitamin D and K2.
I'm halfway. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah.
But obviously vitamin D we get from the sun, and obviously because it's grey here, we don't get much sun, do we? So, but vitamin D against bone health, immune system, loads. Yeah. So definitely recommend everyone taking a vitamin D supplement too.
It never is kind of like one main one, is there? It's kind of like a little bit of a jigsaw, and you've got to put little bits of that in there, little bits of creatine. But that is the one that I could survive on one. I'd take that one, and that's got it all in it. It's a super question, but I wouldn't mind it, because I'm telling you now, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6, 7 vitamins in the morning.
If you find it, let me know.
You know what I mean? Just doing my head in.
Yeah, one for you. Creatine gummies. Thoughts?
What's in them?
I'm audible.
Don't know.
I just go.
Same.
I actually don't know.
Same.
But
can't comment.
I ate that. Like, I saw you obviously drinking your drink before that. What was that?
Electrolytes. Yeah.
And obviously you can get creatine powder. Obviously, but I'm a lazy ass. And I said to you before, I don't drink much water, so I'm creatine gummies, me.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, no, they're crap. You need to go into powder.
I don't know about them.
No.
Fair dues.
I have no idea.
Me, you know, I literally get a spoon, bomb, water, bomb down the pipe.
What powder straight in?
Yeah. Your science starts drinking more water with your creatine in.
I know.
It's awful.
I know.
It's not the end of the world. Just little bang it in.
No, this is tasting nothing. It's like an Alka-Seltzer kind of thing. It's just there, isn't it? Done. Yeah, once it's done, it's done.
So, looking future-wise, you've told us about where Apex is going.
Yeah.
What about Tom? Where's Tom? What's the future for Tom?
Future for me is to have a bit more free time.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And just, again, it's hard because like Apex is my life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not just my business, it's my life. Yeah. Like all these different things is how I live my life. And I suppose getting Apex to a point where like at the minute everyone calls me Apex. I'm Apex. Do you know what I mean? But I'm going to get to a point where Apex is like Nike. Yeah. It's a brand. It's a way of life. It's a gym. Do you know what I mean? It's like the blueprints of a gym. And just take them around the world. And
because your systems and what you're implementing is You can take that anywhere, can't you?
Is that the plan? Like, obviously, you see certain ones go to Dubai, which is quite a big one at the moment.
Yeah.
Similar.
So I've got a lad working under me now in Glasgow, so Apex Glasgow, and just starting to branch out, yeah.
Brilliant.
Again, so I've done coaching, I do a coaching course called Apex Academy where I coach coaches, so basically like coaching them through the systems that they need to help run their business and just mentor them.
Boss
Yeah.
that.
And then just franchise it basically.
Just going on the people know it's Apex. Because I'm foreign looking. Do you think GRAEL is my actual name?
Yeah.
So just, you're like GRAEL lad? Yeah, sound. Just go with it. Don't even correct them anymore.
You must get Tom Apex.
Yeah,
That's
Apex.
Yeah.
I usually go name, occupation, that's how I am in the phone.
Apex,
You are Tom Apex.
Yeah.
That's like
Just
GRAEL.
GRAEL lad,
That's how it always goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I, lad? What am I?
Nowhere.
Simple as that. Just know it.
I'm sure you are, just know
It's
it.
be something well better than that.
That's the crack of that. Caught me off guard there then.
That was pretty much done, but before we go, we just want to know one thing which we're going to ask all our guests that come on. Favourite shoes, webs, whatever, from any period or anything.
Probably couldn't give you one favourite pair, but it's always been Nike.
Nike, yeah.
It's always been Nike.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with a bit of Nike, can you?
That was it, the Irachis years ago.
I said to you yesterday, I had Nike Air Jordan 6. If you don't know what they are, black with a bit of red on. But I had one outfit that went with them when I was like 11 all the time. And it was Adidas velour tracky bottoms with a Nike Air Jordan black t-shirt. And I just wore that to death constantly. Literally anywhere I went, it was that. And I thought I looked sick. Like.
But what was cool when you were young then? So it was all...
110s.
110s.
Arachis come in, didn't he? Because they like... Have you seen the original pair of Arachis that Mike Tyson had?
Yeah, the white, green...
I got them, yeah.
Yeah,
They're the
crackers then.
OGs,
The white,
weren't
green,
they?
blue one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were like one of the
I've never
originals.
seen that.
There's
Yeah.
a picture of them like giving a homeless fella some cash or
Yeah.
something in them, and that's
Yeah.
how I knew
They were
about
the
them.
OGs, yeah. So I had them to be fair, but like 110s in my younger days to be fair, but like it's always been Nike, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Standard, innit?
Like,
Like,
yeah.
it's a common answer we find, to be fair, with a lot of people
Not
growing
fair
up in
to use
Liverpool.
Do you know what I'm not into? On.
Not having it?
Nah.
Nah,
I've got 4 pairs.
Yeah.
Not one I've bought.
really,
Really?
yeah.
So we done the collab with On in Liverpool 1 when they came here for like 6 weeks, whatever it is. So we got like so much money to spend it on. So we got 2 free pairs there. So that was given. Then the lads from Bennett's, dead nice, give me a pair for free. And then I can't even remember the other pair came from. But I was just waiting for the gym, just battered them about. But if I was going to buy a pair,
Yeah.
I'm the same as you. I've always stuck to Nike. Like.
And what is it, performance-wise? Are we...
I just think they look shite.
Really, yeah. I like the honesty. No,
Fair
it's
dues.
their own, it is. And
Yeah.
is there anything that you kind of like to stick to for performance? Is there any shoes or anything that they can't?
We'd have to be here for another hour. Started speaking a bit about barefoot.
Really, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're all barefoot, aren't you?
Are you? All the way through?
Just walk around in the street barefoot.
Mad dad,
Only
no,
messing.
I swear to God, I swear to God,
Town like
it
that,
took
yeah,
me,
just-
it took me ages to get used to it living in Australia, because that is the norm, and that it is. They all walk around with them or tongs on or whatever
Thongs,
they're
yeah.
called, and they don't bother with them. It's mad, especially in this little town, Darwin. They wear all like connected and all that stuff. 'Cause that is a thing, genuine. I know you've just had me kicks rah down. Like, that is a thing. It is on anything. People do like to be surrounded and all that stuff. So when you said that, it wouldn't have surprised me.
Yeah, everyone's barefoot in your place pretty much, aren't they?
It's better to train now.
Is it, yeah?
I tend to say in my socks. all the
Weird
time.
question. Does the room stink of feet?
No.
No,
It's ventilated. Yeah.
Is it,
It's
yeah?
mad 'cause I get some mad comments, people saying that, but no.
Right.
Nah,
It smells great.
That's great.
There you go. Yeah.
that'd be us.
Get down to Apex, the room smells great. So, Sam, I think that's
We
it
could
then.
say the same, to be honest, but yeah, we
Oh,
can wrap
yeah.
it all up now.
Let's get some webs in there. Just absolutely hum. Like.
Imagine. Humding.
There was a pair the other day. One of the lads he worked, I won't say which takeaway it was, but he must work in the shoes, and they were just like an inch thick of grease on them.
Wow.
But once you started trying to like steam the dirt out of them, the smell just filled.
Wow.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah.
Wow. You just throw them in a bin. Get a new
Yeah.
pair.
We actually had a pair
Toms.
in the other day. First time, I've done it for nearly 10 years now. Human shit on it.
What?
Pair of 110s. Like, how's that even possible? And it was his own, but it was on the front. I'm like, how have you done that?
Wow.
Yeah.
What a guy.
This last episode myself.
Came off, like.
They just go in a bin as well.
I know.
They-
But to even bring them in,
Yeah, it's cheeky that.
balls.
like,
Once the shit is clean, you're clean. Can't argue about
But that's my staff for you again. Like there's one staff member, and we go back to the ADHD. He sort of gets a kick out of it when it's got some sort of shit on it.
What?
the challenge.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah. And you're like, has that got shit on it? Like, yeah, it has, yeah. And you're like, what are you doing?
Oh, ball.
Yeah.
Innit?
Yeah. I love them though. The sound. Right, that's it. We're done. So we just want to say a massive thanks to Tom for being on this week's episode. Literally get in touch on you on anything Apex is on.
Yeah, so my website is Apex Liverpool, and the gyms is the Apex Centre LBP.
Amazing. And if you want to follow us, get in touch on anything, just it's GRAEL Liverpool on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to get in touch with us on.
And as always, we'll see you next time.